gosh. Welcome back, boys. It's a fresh week for everybody. It's a beautiful ass Monday, and I'm so excited to see you guys. But I have a really, really important question to ask you guys, and I need you all in chat, and I won't block you or mute you for this. I just want to ask you, how was your weekend? Woo-hoo. Oh my God! Welcome back to the show, guys. I'm so excited to see my boys and my girls in the chat. We're going to have a legendary show, and we're going to have a lot of fun leading up into the casino and have some fun. It's going to be exciting, so I'm excited to see you guys. We have so much to talk about, boys. We have so much to talk about. I mean, you guys have kept up with pretty good. I'm proud of y'all. A lot of you pretty smart, except for the ones defending Jeremy. And the only thing they say is just leave him alone. What the hell does that mean? Anyways, it's beside the point. Okay, he was supposed to debate Flash. He invited himself to debate Flash. Once me and Flash were on the show with Bearing waiting for him, guess what? He didn't show up. And then he said, send the link. And then we did. And then he just didn't show up. So he said, we'll reschedule it. We rescheduled it for Friday. Guess what? 3 hours before or 2 hours before the stream, Quartering tweeted he was doing an internet detox because he couldn't sleep very good. And then he pretended like he had never even heard about this debate. Now, to be fair to Jeremy, he was probably so damn drunk that he didn't remember scheduling debate. Because keep in mind, like he said in Wisconsin, everybody drinks, therefore no one drinks. It's actually totally cool. Okay? He said on stream today that he started drinking a smoothie instead of soda to lose weight. This dude is almost 50 and still has no idea how to diet. How do you get this far in life and you don't even know how to diet yet? Your idea of dieting is the same of mine when I was 13 years old. Bro, no wonder he can't find Iran on a damn map. Jesus, he don't even know how to spell calorie. Anyways, I'm ranting, okay? I take this shit seriously. So when people start talking about dieting and they sound like a dumbass, it gets me mad. Because that's my whole life. Anyways, get on it, diggity dog on it. Like the show on YouTube. If you're on Kick, I just want to give you guys some love on Kick. We already have 500 kicks by DSP Noodle Arms. He says his brain don't work too good, brother. Thank you so much. Shout out to Renee Galarza for 5 gifted memberships. Randomly, like when I was asleep last night. Everybody on Kick, you guys are awesome. I'm so excited to see you guys. Thank you so much. Kick has been unbelievable. I got struck on YouTube, so I was scared. I was like, oh shit, I might be fucked. But Kick is definitely lucrative. It's been awesome to see. So everybody on Kick, spam the emojis. Give me some love. Every gifted membership goes straight to my Ferrari fund. All right, guys. Thank you, guys. I see the emojis. Look at them. You can see them on the screen. They're right there, boys. All right, so let's jump right into the sauce, boys. Jeremy came back today, and his co-host, who is his Monday co-host, Hannah Claire, guess what? Remember what I said Friday, guys, when I was live? I said, I'm pretty sure we're not going to see Hannah Monday. Hannah seems pretty smart. Look, I've met her in real life. She was really nice. She tried to keep bringing me into conversations because she could tell I was nervous. She's good people. And I was like, I don't see her being on that show Monday. And Jeremy went live, albeit late. And she wasn't there. So it looks like Hannah's done. And I'm not surprised. I thought that from the beginning. I was like, yeah, she's going to be gone. There's no way she's going to stay through this bullshit. No way in hell. No way in hell, right? So that's good on her. But at any rate, we got a lot to talk about, boys. A lot to talk about. Jeremy's wearing makeup for some reason in his new stream. He's wearing a concealer under his eye bags. Like, who cares? Who cares about your freaking eye bags, brother? Okay? There's no going back. There's no going back from infinity, Jeremy. Billy with a $20 super chat says the cook finally lost his first girl. I wonder how long BTL Mel leaves. Go and cook himself. Hopefully he'll just rebrand his VTuber. I doubt it. But no, look, I don't see Melanie leaving because Melanie seems to... I don't know, man. I don't know what happened there. I don't know if Quartering gave her like $100,000 like he did with every other girl. And I'm not shitting. I'm not shitting or gossiping in any direction here. I'm just theorizing. Maybe he gave her $100,000 up front and she's like kind of bought in. And I might be too. So like, but I don't foresee it lasting too long. It's really hard on her being like this devout Christian, but also completely having to ignore everything Jeremy does on a daily basis. That's like fucking degenerate. That's rough. That's a hard life to live. You know what I'm saying? That's like backed into a corner. Billy says Jared's the worst than the average log cow. Even log cow live don't want his ass. Well, here's the thing about Jeremy, guys. RTU Revich Tech, Rich Review Tech. He's a crazy bastard, but he's entertaining, right? Boogie 2988, crazy bastard, entertaining, right? DSP in his weird own way. Why does he get viewers? Entertaining. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's weird, kind of, yeah, but he's entertaining. Regardless of all their faults, people can still watch them and derive entertainment from it. It's like The Room with Tommy Wiseau, right? Movie's terrible, but for some reason, I love watching that son of a bitch. You know what I'm saying? Jeremy's not like that. Jeremy's not entertaining at all. And there's a reason why. So Jeremy came back today. Jeremy came back today to record low viewership, $1 in super chats, which he refunded. Because I'm pretty sure when you delete a super chat message, it refunds it. I'm pretty sure. No memberships, one super chat of $1, record low viewership today. He's not entertaining, brother. And like, I tried to watch the stream, and it's so hard to watch the stream because it's just mind-numbingly boring. Keep in mind, he claims to be the best streamer in the world, most entertaining, smartest streamer in the world. Infinite political knowledge. Insane. But at any rate, thank you, Ben. Ben says, I hope Keynote mentions the YouTube chat tonight. For the 30 minutes it was unhinged until he started nodding people. It was legit crazy. Oh, we're going to pull that up. I have a lot of screenshots from it, guys. Thank you, Ben. Chai T says, my weekend was not the best, but better than Jer's. Hell yeah. I went to my buddy's wedding reception. God, it was great, man. I had a beautiful girl on my arm. I danced, drank some whiskey. Drank a little, got a little buzz, went home, had a good day. I don't get shit-faced in public and start challenging people to like weird fights and like offering women money and shit. It's weird. Billy says, how many snakes do we have now? I lost track. Also, there's a pink and a red, not bow. There's Cody had more balls in there. I don't know. I think it's like 6, it's like 15. I'll check. Thank you, Billy. Doom Studios says, Jer, I'll sweep this up. June the King, LOL, is wondering what week to drop this doc. It comes out this week. June's documentary comes out this week. It's going to be hot and spicy. Python says, Ham Planet deserves every bit of it. Hell yeah, brother. Mustang 1 says, dollars for el naked snake, mi amigo. Mi amor. Thank you. Sly Rye says, beating the quartering with this one. Woo! We've already made more revenue than the quartering. Look at that. You didn't offer to put babies in anybody, Travis? No, unfortunately not. Elephant Foot, what's up, buddy? Thank you for becoming a member. Conspiracy finally caught a quartering live stream today. Instantly banned for asking what oranges were. We're going to go over all of it, brother. It's there. Big shout out. Thank you guys so much. That's caught up on our super chats. I'm going to move to kicks, donos, and then we're hopping into the spot. Big shout out. Everybody in chat, can you give some emojis? I know I sound like a gay, but can you give some emojis to my dog? My dog, Loki. He's over here in the corner. He's crippled because he's really old. And it looks like this is the last month. We've made the decision. And he's miserable. He can't move. He stopped eating. He's incontinent now. And we waited as long as we could, man. We really tried everything. We tried different medications, operations, and he's just so old now. So let's give him some love in the chat. Spam some emojis from a boy, some dog emojis or something. I don't care what it is. Just give him some love. He's over here looking rough. He love you giving him. She's giving him Vienna sausages right now. You want to see? I don't know if this might turn off my camera, but here you go. Vienna sausages. Oh God, it's mounted. It's barely turning. I'm scared. You can see his head down there. Give him some Vienna sausages. Come on. Yeah, good boy. All right, let me turn this back before it falls apart. You know how cameras are, man. You move it too much and the whole world freaking collapses. All right, there we go. Perfect. All right, boys. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, Renee, $100 super chat. Here you go, buddy. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. I love you. I love you. Renee Galarza, everybody. What a good person you are. You're always good to your boy. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I love you. I appreciate you. All right. Monthly, weekly. Thank you, DSP Noodles. How do I find gifted subs on Kick. God, I'm still new to this. Everybody, if you've dropped a sub, remind me in chat because I don't know how to find it. I just know I see the top leaderboard thing. I think it's Renee Galarza. I love you. I think I see him. Renee Galarza. All right. Thank you, Renee, for your 5 gifted subs on Kick. Thank you, buddy. And thank you, Renee Galarza, for your red boy. Thank you. TMS Squid says, God, those smell so bad, those Vienna sausages. What are they, fish flavored? Jesus, brother. If Hannah Claire is truly gone, how long until Jairus calls her all the names? Oh, dude, I said that. Dude, I said that last week, TMF Squid. As soon as these girls drop him, he's going to call them whores. I guarantee you, he does it to every girl in his life. When they reject him, he's like, whores. He's a sneaky fucker. What's up, Balski? Thank you. Fair and Balance. What's up, girl? Says, I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark. What's new with you? Billy says, pink boy for Loki. Rip that dog. Thank you, Billy. I appreciate you. It's a rainbow night, everybody. We're halfway to Naked Snake. Let me get on with the show. Jesus, guys. You're showering me with love, and I do appreciate it. Like the stream, though. It's most important. Thank you, Billy. I really appreciate that, buddy. Thank you, Renee. Thank you, Billy. K. Rain says, hey, brother, I know how it feels losing a pet. Give some pets from me. Hell yeah, he's eating. What'd you give him? He's drinking the Vienna sausage juice. That's disgusting. When I worked at Piggly Wiggly, I used to eat Vienna sausages in the aisles. I'd pop a can and just smash them. That's why I was so fat, bro. I just ate shit in the aisles all day. All right, boys, let's get it on. We have 100 people watching on Kick. Spam the hell out of the chat. I love you guys so much. And we have 1,100 people on YouTube. Get on it, diggity doggone it. If you're not subscribed to my Kick, please go over there, give it some love, and hit that sub button just in case, because Jeremy's been striking my channel, and I'm one more strike away from not being able to stream anymore on YouTube. So just letting you know. Just so you have a backup. David says, when's the next race? David Bowser. Maybe Iowa, but I don't know for sure. Still searching for some small sponsorship for racing. So if you guys have any small businesses or something you want to get a design on a car, want to put it on national TV and stuff, let's just shoot me a DM on any of the apps. Doesn't matter which one, preferably X or Instagram. All right, let's jump right into it. So our boy went live today, and I want to cover this because I saw this immediately. He went live, when we're speaking of Jeremy specifically, went live on his YouTube today. Okay, I want you to see this. This is insanity. So TheQuartering came back for his live stream. He came back for his live stream. And I've already told you guys, Hannah Claire was not there, which again, I'm not surprised at all. Like I said, she seems like she's got a good head on her shoulders from what I've seen so far. But I said TheQuartering came back to his Monday show looking at the YouTube numbers, which is the best idea for organic results. Because keep in mind, Rumble's results, like, I'm sorry. Look, I like Rumble as a platform. I've been using Rumble for years, but I get 200 viewers on Rumble, which seems about right. Jeremy gets 200 on YouTube, and the chat does not move on YouTube. And he's getting 3,000 on Rumble. Come on, brother. So I use YouTube as a metric, right? So it says right here, this is his active participants in chat. By the way, this is his entire active participants in his chat. It is 5 people. 5 people. Artsy Trolls, Corey, Dave, Switch, and Work Phone. 5 people. That is unbelievable. Like, look, I'm trying to not be a dickbag here, but 5 people. And I want to put this out there because I think this makes a lot of sense to a lot of people. Jeremy's not entertaining. The fact that he was able to get like a deal with a platform for theoretically like $1 million is the most. He won the damn lottery. Let's give him some props, everybody. Like, to be honest, you were able to somehow curtail your absolute, complete, soulless, brain rot content of you reading a fucking article into $1 million for a platform. To be fair, he completely pulled the wool over these people's eyes. But that's pretty impressive. So congrats there. Now, I understand the deal is over now, and you can see as a result what's going down, right? Look at this. 5 active people in his chat. 5! Woo! Damn! 270 average concurrent. How many of those are bought? Right? How many of those did he buy? Fair and Balance says Hannah's preggers. Does that mean she's DTF? Love to your special boy. With the pets, it's also truly who saved who. Keep up the great work. Hope your strikes go away. Thank you, Fair and Balance. So I got 84 days now. Right? So thank you, Fair, and I appreciate you. Halfway to Naked Snake already on the super chat goals. I appreciate you. Shout out to Renee Galarza for the gifted. Oh, I can see it. I pulled the chat out. Hell yeah. This is his super chat amount, guys. Now, I don't know if it's because he refunded the super chat or he removed the super chat, but look at this right here. His super chats for today, $0. $0. Insane. Insane. You know what I'm saying? Insane. Ram says, Camelot, didn't you sweep for Nick Ricada? Nope. Quartering sucks, but we should trust you either. What does that have to do with anything? Sweeping for Ricada was pretty tore too. Okay, so you probably wasn't here and you're probably just repeating something you saw on Twitter, and that's totally fine, brother. But I'll give you a rundown of the Ricada situation. I was called a snake for talking about Nick and shitting on him for the kid testing positive thing. I then talked to him in person, looked at the court documents. He got his kids back within a week, and I was like, okay, good on you. And I gave him the benefit of the doubt because I know this seems insane, but we're like friends in real life. We're not online. This isn't a parasocial thing. We're like friends in real life. So I gave him the benefit of the doubt because that's what you do for friends, right? And then I haven't talked to him in forever now, right? So, like, I don't know. And this is beside the point, but there's two defenses for Jeremy right now. It's the concern trolling thing. So there's two defenses for Jeremy right now. Number one, the first defense is this: you shouldn't be talking about this. That's the first defense. The second defense is, aren't you friends with Nick? And I'm like, what the fuck does me being friends with Nick in 2023 have to do with the quartering crashing out and striking people in 2026? Just means you ain't got a defense. Let's be honest, right? Just say that you think the Ren Fair stuff is normal and following kids around is totally fine. That's more of a defense than just being like, well, what about Nick 3 years ago? Weren't you friends with him 3 years ago? So technically, that means what the quartering is doing now is really cool. Like, what the fuck? What? I always said the shit Nick did was retarded. And he needs to face accountability and take his licks. Oh, but I read on Twitter, a guy replied, said you so that's what I say now. As a response to the quartering in 2026. I'm so confused. Come on, brother. Elephant Foot says, if elevator music had a face, it'd be Jeremy Hambly. To be fair, Nick in 2026 is bad. Here's the difference. Nick doesn't strike people. That's like the biggest difference for me, right? That's the biggest difference for me. All right. So $0 in super chats, 270 average concurrent. No one even hate watching, which is insane. But let's actually pull up a stream. Now, we're going to pull up a lot of footage from the stream as well. There's a lot of, there was 2 videos that came out where Jeremy does this thing where he'll start talking about a content creator. He'll start talking about a content creator, but then start talking about himself. You know what I'm saying? Like, people are coming after Ben Shapiro, and I know how this feels. And I'm like, bro, you aren't Ben Shapiro. For one, Ben Shapiro's not obese. That's like the biggest sticking point for me, right? It's the biggest sticking point. All right, let's pull up the quartering live here. Quartering live. Shout out to all the clip channels. Hey, brother. Thank you. Billy says Nick didn't strike people that made fun of him. Same, but yeah, like the shit Nick did wasn't good. I mean, getting arrested and doing fucking drugs and shit, that's not a good thing, right? But didn't strike people, and that's like the biggest deal. You know, it's the biggest deal. I'm not the guy that's pretending to be a Christian, so I've never like leaned on the Christian loyals like everybody else does. I don't pretend to have those strong ass morals or like need for control over other people. So I've never harped on it. Would I do it? No, you know. So like, but I'm not gonna be like, oh, I'm a Christian. No, I'm not. I'm not really spiritual or religious in any way, shape, or form. All right, let's continue. Here you go. Here. So, oh wait, hold on. No, stop. YouTube and their autoplay function are screwing me up here. All right, so here's the live stream. What's up, Donut Gambler? How you doing, buddy? Thank you, Billy. I appreciate you. All right, one day, brother. Hey, how you doing? A Skillet, how you doing? Morgella says, hold music, doobie doobie doo. You ready? Doobie doobie doo. What's up, Travel? Doobie doobie doo. Jay Crane says faking religion for views makes my skin crawl. I don't know if it's faking religion for views. I think it's faking religion so you don't have to have the same accountability as anyone else, right? So when TheQuartering feels backed up into a wall, when he does some really stupid shit, he'll make random posts talking about loving Jesus and Charlie Kirk to try to get a few little sympathy points for some reason. He unironically uses Charlie Kirk as a shield. He uses Charlie Kirk's dead body, for lack of a better fucking phrase, as a human shield. He's like the worst type of person on the planet when it comes to these things. You know what I'm saying? So when he's backed into a corner, he's like, "Well, I love Jesus, therefore you can't say anything negative about me." Sorry, brother, it's not how this shit works. That's actually worse. Okay, if you are an active and devout Christian, you don't respond to a video of you walking around filming little girls and shit, saying fucked up stuff. You don't respond to that as saying it's normal behavior that every guy does. What he should have said is that video is old. Before I found religion, I'm a different person. Will it fix the situation? Of course not. But that would be a legitimate excuse. Not, oh, I still think this is normal. And as a Christian married man, I still would follow kids around and women around saying weird shit. What are you talking about right now? That's insanity. It's insanity. You know what I'm saying? Charlie Kirk did not like alcohol. Dude, there's no way. You know what? Charlie Kirk probably didn't even know TheQuartering existed. He probably had a one-off like DM with him one time ever. Now, obviously, Jeremy will say they're best friends and stuff like that. But you know what I'm saying. Is that Dan Vask? What the hell? Dan Vask with 10 gifted memberships, brother. I'm famous. What's up, Dan? Thank you, brother. I hope you're doing well, dude. I hope you're doing good, brother. We love you. We appreciate you. What's up, Udamon over there on Kick? If you're not a sub on Kick, consider becoming one. I'm almost to the amount where I can go full partner. Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much, Dan. We love you, buddy. Thank you, Dan. I appreciate you. June Bug. My birthday's on the 19th, turn 25. Congratulations and happy early birthday, brother. Yeah, Dan, dude, that's the issue, Dan, is I don't know if you've seen it, but the entire discourse online with Jeremy of people defending him are, you should just not talk about this. That's how you know there's literally zero defense to this shit. They're just like, stop talking about it. Or like I said earlier, they say, but Nick, though. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? But Nick, though. What does that have to do with Jeremy? You know what I'm saying? It's wild. That's when you know you're goofed. When you have zero defense other than just stop. Sorry, brother. Good luck with that shit. It was supposed to blow over by now, but guess what? It hasn't. Billy says, I hate when people pretend to be Christians. It's so annoying. They do Christian shit. They shouldn't be doing. Yeah, 100%. I agree. Rhino, how was your weekend, brother? Thank you, buddy. I appreciate you, man. We love you, Rhino. Oh, yeah. Sweetie says, what do you need for full partnership? I think I need like 20 subs. Like gifted subs don't count. So it has to be individual for some reason. I've gotten way past that with gifted, but that don't matter. Oh. Yeah. I agree, Tiny Dot. I agree. You know, doo. All right, here we go. So he had some remarks today on his stream, of course, which is not surprising at all. My favorite one being him talking about fat people, which is my favorite thing that Jeremy does. Jeremy has literally zero self-awareness. I'm sure you guys have noticed this, but Jeremy's self-awareness levels is that of a crab in a steaming pot of Jeremy's diarrhea, apparently, right? They just jump right in and start steaming, and they don't even realize they're on fire. That's Jeremy. Jeremy will see a fat person and call him fat and laugh, not realizing he's literally morbidly hideously obese. Jeremy is at the level of obesity where he has sores probably all over his stomach from his blood vessels and shit screaming for dear life. Please, for the love of fuck, stop. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's at that level obese, and he unironically calls people obese. And I want to give you guys a little bit of a secret, right? A little bit of a secret. I have been saying this online for years. There's tweets from years ago of me saying, I love when fat people make fun of people for being fat on the internet. I have always been referring to Jeremy when I said that. Every time I've ever said anything vague about some people being creepy or annoying, it's almost, I think, always been about Jeremy. So that was something I'd noticed for years. Jeremy would call people fat while being a fucking fat motherfucker himself. And I think that's gross. By the way, Vet V just became a sub on Kick, and so did Adderall Dependent. What the fuck? Vet and Adderall subs on Kick. Shout out to the Kick boys. Thank you guys so much. I love y'all. All right. Kick is on fire tonight. Everything in my mind is looking all right. Here we go. Check this out. Check this shit out right here. So if you guys don't know, which I'm sure you do, Jeremy went on a detox. He went on an internet detox. Now, before I forget to mention this, his internet detox lasted probably about an hour because he was hiding and deleting responses on his posts asking why he's ducking Yellow Flash in their own debate, right? He never showed up to the debate. Jeremy just went to bed and claimed he needed better sleep. Now, to be honest, his wife probably took his phone and then he got drunk as shit. That would be my idea. And that's actually not a bad thing. His wife taking his phone would be the absolute best thing that could ever happen to him. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't need free reign. He needs like a little handler. He's like a giant fat child. He needs a little handler because the stuff starts to weigh down. Everything starts to get a little quiet. And then all of a sudden, he takes 2 shots of whiskey. And then he's fucking yelling at everybody. He's in everybody's chat. I demand to come on your show. I demand to fight you. It's like, bitch, you got beat up by like 110-pound soaking wet dude one time. Now ain't nobody scared of this motherfucker. Ain't nobody scared of him. Vet with 100 kicks. Oh, thank you, buddy. How's he still married? Well, I threw my phone on my roof once, Dan. Okay, so this is my thing, Dan. So back in the day, like my late 20s, when I would get drunk, I'd get a little sentimental. You know, I'd be texting my boys and my girls, be like, I hope you're doing well. I love you. You know what I'm saying? And I would like the next day, I'd be like, that's cringe. I should stop doing that, right? I'd be like, I miss you, brother. Talking to my friend Chris. We used to drink Kraken. I miss you, bro. And we'd have like a sentimental conversation. And then the next day, I'm like, that was cringe. So I just, whenever I got to that point, I'd turn my phone off. Now, I haven't been that drunk in over a year. And I don't ever aim to be that way again because it's just gross. I like to get a little buzz. Two little glasses of whiskey, I'm done. You know what I'm saying? And that's even kind of rare. I don't drink very often. But yeah, that's the best thing you could ever do if you're like Jeremy and you're wanting to fight people. Mocha Kakaishi. There, be Jeremy. You didn't even have to follow me around with a camera threatening to put a baby in my belly. Shit. God, what a gross motherfucker, dude. I'm pretty sure I've done it to you, Dan. I'm pretty sure I DM'd you one time being like, I love your hair and your body, Dan. I'm just kidding. Although, I don't know. I might have done. Phantom says he poops himself. He got the brain of a donkey. His brain don't work, Phantom. Thank you, all the guys become a sub on Kick. I love you. I appreciate you. I see you guys over here. You guys are wild. All right, let's check this out. I'm having too much fun. I need to get on track here. Having too much fun. Okay, sorry. All right, here we go.
So this weekend I did like a cell phone detox. I wasn't perfect, but for the most part, I was not on my phone. And it was way harder than I thought it would be. Friday was a struggle. Like I was like, I don't even
it was a struggle to like not use my phone, like even like once, like you know what I mean? My man is a 12-year-old SoCal female, and I love it. I got to be honest. This is one thing I love about Jeremy is he's a 13-year-old girl from Southern California trapped in like a 50-year-old obese Wisconsin man's body. And there's something very funny about that, like comedic, and I can't explain it. Bro, I remember one time I was having a pool party, and I put my phone somewhere to charge. It was in my theater room, by the way, and I didn't go in there for. My phone was in my theater room for like 20 hours, and I totally forgot it existed. I went out to breakfast the next day, came home, I was like, damn, I don't know where my phone is. I haven't even looked at my phone in 20 hours. And I found it in the theater room. I was like, oh shit, here it is. Hadn't checked my phone in 20. Didn't even bother me. Right? Because I was too busy occupying my time. The difference here is Jeremy ain't got shit going on. Jeremy's whole life is affirmation from random people on the internet. He said that in his Ren Fair stream. He said, I crave affirmation and attention from random people. I hate my wife. What? Don't say that on a live stream, brother. God, right? But he's like, it's so hard to not use my phone and Google forced cream pies. YOLO swaggins. Great timing there. Great timing. The joke is in reference to the fact that Jeremy was talking about how evil porn was and it should be banned because his co-hosts say it and he's trying to fuck us. We get it. But then he accidentally shared his screen with Google and it said force cream pies subreddit because he's in his room fucking edging the force cream pies. Ew. Why is it got to be the most degenerate stuff? Why couldn't it be something normal like the rest of us Google? You know, blonde white girl, missionary, don't stop believing Journey in the background. I don't think that's normal. Why can't you just be normal like the rest of us? How much does Jer actually weigh? He doesn't look nearly as big as Boogie or Wings, but to be fair, I've never seen a chest shot. Okay, so there's a video of him standing up the other day, and he is a fucking unit. I would say he probably weighs around 400. He's 6'4", so he stretches it out a little more. But he's like a circle, bro. So he has a beard, so he hides his double chin. It's a common tactic of the fats. You know, you got a beard to hide your double chin. That's what Jeremy. That's why he has one. But yeah, I would say he's about 400. Right? He will say he's 350, which means he's 400. That's how these always work. Big dudes like that they always remove 50 pounds. You know what I mean, brother? All right. Smash! Wait, did he really use eyeliner? No. So he used, you can tell in this clip, he used concealer. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So basically he put concealer on his under eyes to make him look like he didn't have under eye bags anymore because he got better sleep. When in actuality, he was doom scrolling, Googling himself every 2 seconds because he's a narcissist. Like an actual narcissist. You know how girls will claim every guy they've ever talked to is a narcissist? Yeah, that's bullshit. He's an actual narcissist. Like uncontrollable narcissist. Right? And compulsive liar. He lies about stuff you don't even have to lie about. You ever met somebody like that? They'll just lie about random shit. I got chicken fingers from McDonald's and they gave me 4 instead of 3. And everybody's like, oh, that's cool. But they actually only got 3. Why are they lying about it? Why are they lying about the chicken fingers? You know what I'm saying? It's weird shit like that. Ben Ryder, I'm 6'4", 250, and I feel like I still need to drop 30, 40. Yeah, dude. You look like a monster. Monster. People underestimate stuff. They think like, oh, Jeremy, he looks pretty fat. He's probably 300. I'm like, you don't realize how tall he is. Every inch is like 30 pounds when you retain the same shape. So somebody that's 6'4", 6'5" at 400 looks pretty fat, but somebody that's 400 at 5'7", they look like they're bedridden, but they weigh the same. That's the difference. Jeremy's really tall, so he's probably around 400, I'd imagine. There's guys I've met at the gym that were 6'4", and they were jacked, and they looked great, and they were like 320. Okay, not an ounce of fat on these motherfuckers. So yeah, Jeremy's like 400, probably 450, 430, right? All right, let's continue. All right, here we go.
I think I started till later in the day on Friday. Saturday was easier. I just stayed busy. Like I mowed the dog walking path. I went bowling.
He mowed the dog
path. I went bowling. The dog walking path. I just stayed busy. Like I mowed the dog walking path. I went bowling. You know, just stuff that, you know, keeps you busy. I bowled like
That's great.
eight games. Like I just kept bowling. I was like, I'll just keep bowling, then go home, go to bed.
This life sucks, brother. God damn. I mowed the dog. Went bowling all day. I just fucking bowled all day by myself. Where's Adam? Come on, man. Call some boys or something. I just went bowling by myself. Played 8 games of bowling. Oh. God, poor guy.
Did a bunch of chores on Sunday. By Sunday, it was very easy. I think that, you know, cell phones, I don't think it would be hard to make the connection between like the rise in gender confusion and self. I mean,
did he just self-report something? What just happened? Did he just self-report something just now? I don't think it's hard to imagine why you might think you're a woman. Like out of nowhere. What? Hold on. Where did we get to? How did we get to this point there, Jeremy? Okay, you heard it here first, guys. I'm just going to go ahead and say it. I've been thinking this for a minute. I'm quite positive that Jeremy's going to be Jessica in like a year. I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying. I'm fairly confident Jeremy's going to be Jessica in like a year. I've been having this feeling for a while because you'll see people that are grift. They'll like be on the grift hard. When people say the word grift, a lot of parasocial people will apply it to every creator they dislike. See, the creators they like aren't grifters. The creators they dislike, totally grifters, right? The word grifter came from It's Jeremy. He was like the original grifter. He's like a real one, too. He pretends to be a conservative. He pretends to be intelligent. He pretends to be a political activist. He pretends to be the political voice of our era. He pretends to be all these things because he saw the views tick up whenever he did it. Right? The rest of us would talk about what we enjoyed talking about. Like I talked about retail for years, and we would have lows and highs. Jeremy just goes wherever the views are. He don't give a fuck about it. Views. I'm a conservative now. I'm Trump. Woo, like views. Give me the views, right? And now that's dead. But he's been on this train so long, he doesn't know how to get off of it, right? He's just throwing shit at the wall and no one's watching because, to be fair, it's a competitive nature out there. Very competitive environment out there right now, right? Like, there are so many people you can watch right now. Why the fuck would you watch Jeremy? Why? That's like watching paint dry. No, anyways, like, you know, like what? You don't want to watch that shit. Nobody wants to watch that shit. I tried to watch his stream earlier, and he rambled about random shit. Never got to a point. He was just like rambling, like ADHD. Yeah, he was like ADHD rambling with random points. Never came to a conclusion. Melanie said yes twice in like 20 minutes, and I clicked the stream off. I couldn't fucking do it. She was like, yeah. And that was it. Like, I was like, what is this shit? Anyways, Swifty says that Hannah actually quit the show. Hannah, she's supposed to be on Mondays, and she's not there. One can assume. She gone. I'm sticking with it. Random unbreaded commenter 175 on the ID, while up to 195, but that's a 2-week gym. Yeah, that's quick, brother. That's like a week. That's a week of cut. My first week of cut this year, 193 to 181, 1 week. That's that fast. Then it takes another month and a half to get to 170 or 168. But I'm about 180 right now. Thank you, Random. I weighed, where did I weigh at? Phoenix? No, I don't remember where I weighed at. I was like 181 somewhere, or 178. And I was like, damn, that's way lighter than I thought I was going to be. Coaximus says, that's great. I feel like she has a quota response. Yeah. 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 Oh, man, I don't want to shit on her too much. Like, I wish she'd move on from this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I really wish. Anyways, thank you, Coaximus. I love you, buddy. PS2 Chopper, 50 gifted memberships on YouTube. Damn, brother. I need somebody to match that on Kick. That'd be like $1,000 on Kick, brother. Jesus. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you, Chopper. I love you, buddy. My boy always coming hard at my face. You know what? Scratch that last second. Let's just scratch that. We're starting to sound like Jeremy. All right. Okay. Now we're at 74 memberships for the day. That includes YouTube and Kick. Ooh. The record's 189. Oh, the beautiful, illustrious Nerdy Mechanic with 10. Thank you, baby. I appreciate you. What a beautiful lady. She's so good to your boy for no reason. I love you. I appreciate you. Clipped. Thank you, Nerdy Mechanic. Thank you. Oh, my God. It's Hell Hydra. What's up, buddy? Billy Hatcher says, GLP says, Lord, I was born a rambling man, trying to make a living doing the best I can. Thank you, brother. Limit Break says, to be honest, I mainly watch Jeremy to hear him mispronounce words and have a laugh back. Thank you, Limit. Chugi, it's not two. She is just at a leadership conference, if you want to know the truth. But shh, I doubt it. Oh, I doubt it. Anyways, let's continue. So Jeremy says he detoxed. Coincidentally, right when he was supposed to debate Flash, he said nothing. He literally took the most cowardly way out I've ever seen in the history of my life. You know what Jeremy did? Do you know what Jeremy did? Jeremy did the same thing a 20-year-old girl did to one of my ex-girlfriends. No joke. And Jeremy's like a 50-year-old fat man that's bald. You know what I'm saying? So he should be wise. He should be a wise man, right? No, when I was like 20, I think 2, my ex at the time, she co-signed on some furniture with this like 20-year-old girl that was dating another one of my mutual friends. Well, they broke up, my mutual friend and that girl, and she just disappeared. And I had to pay for that shit. Like lump sum. I had to pay it off because she co-signed it with my ex-girlfriend, right? Or my ex. That's literally what Jeremy did. He like agreed to a debate and just left like a little girl, like a little tiny baby back bitch girl. This is why I've gotten a little bit more active in my shitting on him and calling him a bitch. Because before I was just covering it, talking about it. You struck me. He struck me, by the way. I don't know if you don't know. That's why I went really hard with Kick. He struck me. And then he goes and hides under a blanket and cries and skips a debate that he wanted, that he pressured people. What a baby back bitch. 6'4", 420 pounds of gelatinous matter couldn't show up to a debate. Went under a cover and cried like a little girl. Wow. That's fucking embarrassing. That makes me feel like terrible. Anyway, speaking of feeling terrible, the E4 E9s with 10 gifted subs. Oh my God. Thank you so much over on Kick. He takes the top spot and we increase our membership record today to 84. Can we beat the record? I think we can, boys. We're only 100 away and we just started. Insane. Thank you, guys. Noodle Arm says he keeps spurging out and picking fights, but when it comes to back to him, he hides. Bitch made cook. Thank you, brother. Thank you, DSP Noodle Arms, for 500 kicks. Love you, buddy. All right. Thank you, guys. You guys are killing it today. Make sure you like the stream, too. I appreciate you guys. All right, let's continue. Nerdy Mechanic, PS2 Chopper, you guys are goated. Renee Galar's ability, you guys are goated. Let's continue. This is the video clip of him making fun of somebody for being fat.
I guess this guy's probably not going to get any justice. She's probably not going to. Do
you guys see this? Do you see this? We are 10 seconds into a clip. Okay. Let me give you guys some context. We're 10 seconds into a clip, and Jeremy is trying to articulate his thoughts to give you some kind of information on what's happening in the current story where the girl walks in DoorDash on the guy sitting next on the couch. She says he assaulted her. He was passed out. Now she's facing 10 years in prison. Likely won't get any, right? That was me speaking for 11 seconds right there. Did you hear what I just said? That was 11 seconds, full context of this video. What you just heard Jeremy say, for 11 seconds. That's the difference. I provided the entire context of the video in 11 seconds. Jeremy in 11 seconds says, I don't think, he'll see, justice, Why do you think he got record low viewership today on his first stream back? Your first stream back should be the biggest one. What happened when Kino Casino came back? on their week and a half vacation. What happened? Record viewership. Record viewership. People were clamoring. There was people in my chat saying, Camelot, I fucking hate you, but I gotta watch you because you're the only thing happening right now. You know what I'm saying? Which is hilarious to me. They're like, fuck, I hate this motherfucker, but I gotta watch him. You know what I'm saying? That's how bad people were missing the casino. They were fucking itching like they were fucking having withdrawals, you know? That's what I'm saying. The quartering should have had his biggest day of his year when he came back. But he had 270 average concurrent, $1 in super chats, which he deleted, which means he got $0. That's insanity. We got 1,500 people watching on YouTube right now. A couple hundred on Kick right now. Insanity. And I'm a goober. I'm a random goober guy. You know what I'm saying? It's insanity. Thank you again, BZs, for your 10 gifted subs. I love you. Patty Cake says, no, Cam, please. Come on, brother. All right, let's continue.
Go in jail.
I want you to hear this context that it takes him 11 seconds to talk about.
I guess this guy's probably not going to get any justice. She's probably not going to go in jail. 11
seconds to say one sentence.
Well, sure, look at her lawyer. I'm assuming, I don't know. This guy's a walking milady meme. Yeah, chat. Only the lawyers win. That's exactly.
Look at that. Jeremy claims this guy right here is a walking milady meme. This guy looks like Jeremy's twin. This guy is actually better kempt, better shaved and edged than Jeremy. They're the same fucking guy. They're the same guy. Look, it's literally Jeremy. Hold on, let me move the chat real quick. Look, you see that? They're literally the same guy. And he's shitting on him for being a fat edgelord, and he's the same guy. Brother's self-awareness is, look at, you could tell, Melanie's like, brother, that's you. It's you. It's literally Jeremy. You know what? Here's my theory. My theory is Jeremy just doesn't own a mirror, and he refuses to have mirrors in his house. That's the only thing I can say about it. You know,
exactly right.
God, what a travesty! What a travesty! But wait, there's more. There's always more. All right. So this is about his coffee company. Sly Rye says, I also hate watch Cody every time he goes, oh, thank you, Sly Rye. I love you. Appreciate you. Shout out to Vet V with 1,000 kicks. I had an absolute fantastic fun trolling this bitch with memes, and he had record downvotes on Rumble. I'm not shocked, brother. I'm not shocked. Thank you, Vet. Billy with 500 kicks says, Jerv's fucking stupid. Also, first kick ever. Hell yeah. Oh, Vet V with 400 kicks. Thank you, brother. I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you. I appreciate you guys so much. And the E's knees with a skull with 50 kicks. Thank you guys. You guys are going wild on one kick. Thank you guys. Appreciate you. He's dressed better and probably smells better than Jared. Oh, that's for damn sure. Dude, Jared probably smells like, I can't imagine. Probably what a high school gym's field house smells like. It's probably Jared. Will you be including kicks to the snake goal? I don't know. I don't know how much a kick is, Billy. We're almost at the snake goal, Billy. It doesn't matter. We're gonna destroy snake. Don't worry about it. All right. Don't worry about it. All right. Here's the next one. This one is Jeremy talking about the ingredients on the smoothie he's been drinking. Because keep in mind, Jeremy is switching from soft drinks to smoothies with 1,000 grams of sugar to try to lose weight. Right? To try to lose weight. Because that's how you lose weight, guys. All you got to do to lose a little bit of weight is just continue eating terrible and drinking alcohol 7 days a week. And just drink a smoothie. And suddenly you are not obese anymore. This is why people like Jeremy stay fat as fuck. Because they have no idea how to do it. Especially at 50 years old, brother. It's way more extreme at 50 years old. You have to cut diet consistently months and months, no cheat meals, high intense cardio, weight training, super calorie deficit. I mean, at least 1,000 calorie deficit for 6 months with no fail. That is how you lose weight. Okay. You don't just cut out a fucking cheeseburger or a smoothie. It's not how this works. You're in your 50s. It's a lifestyle change. Lifestyle change. Miss Erica says, isn't Melanie supposed to be on with Chrissy? I have no idea, actually. Okay. Julie Jeremy only owns fun mirrors. They had it McDonald's play. Oh, that's pretty funny. Thank you, Julie. Deanna Squid said, you see, Jared said he's a walking meme. Jared doesn't walk. He can't have self-awareness. That's true. He's a big old boy. Big old boy. What are you doing? Oh, that's fine. Just don't open it all the way because the sun hits my eyeballs. She opening the bay window. I'm like, no, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Look at that fish. Vet, thank you for 1,000 kicks as supporting the content, bro. This is Vet TV from X and Rumble. I've been commenting on your posts. I've seen you, baby. Thank you, dude. You guys are going insane. We already got, 12 subs today on Kick? Thousands of kicks. God, you guys are awesome. I can't believe you guys are supporting us that much. It's awesome. Thank you, guys. We're at 84 memberships, too. Well, we might break the record. I'm combining subs on Kick as well, because why not? All right, here we go.
Yes, no Red Bull today. Just a green goodness smoothie that tastes like dirt.
Oh,
it has spirulina, green tea leaf extract, broccoli, spinach, barley grass, and wheatgrass. Plus,
hey, look, it has ingredients on it. Interesting.
Garlic and artichoke.
Oh my!
It's
drinking garlic and artichoke drink.
Yeah,
that sounds interesting.
There's also mango, kiwi.
Bro, what is this content? I know this is like unrelated, but what the fuck is this? What is this shit? Rumble, why did you give him $1 million? Rumble, why? Like, I'm just so confused. You could give a random Guatemalan man $1 million. I'd watch him paint a house. That's what I'm saying. What is this garbage? God, you could have gave me a couple $100,000 to freaking have a race car in NASCAR all year. On national TV. Yes. Yeah, and then get fined $1 billion and just never come back. You know what I'm saying? Like, but no, I'll give Jeremy $1 million to sit there and just be out of breath. Like
one pear and one apple.
Okay, so that helps overpower the garlic a little. Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't
nutritious.
Really taste. It doesn't really taste garlicky. It tastes like grass. Like it tastes like It tastes like dirt or grass or something of that.
Yeah, that's how those shakes work. They intentionally taste like that to give fat people and ignorant people that have literally no concept of health or dieting. It gives them this idea that they're being healthy because it tastes like shit. Oh, this tastes like grass. That means I'm healthy. I'm not going to research this any more than this. You actually don't have to do that. You can get Fairlife protein shakes, and they taste fantastic, and they have great macros. No, it's got to be tastes like grass, brother. Yeah, you know.
But anyway, I switched to these, and I do feel like I get the same energy boost that I did off energy drinks.
Oh, nice.
Like,
okay.
If there's caffeine in it, it must occur naturally because there's none added.
It might be like the garlic.
We definitely can't have caffeine in our drinks. I don't know. Okay, can people in the chat? Yeah. IXIIV. I just turned up the browser audio. So can anybody in the chat let me know for just 2 seconds? Do you ever think it's weird how people, like bigger people, obese people, or people with really bad vices, like alcohol abuse or drug abuse or opioid abuse or anything like that, you ever notice how they'll like start drinking green tea extract to try to be healthy? And I'm like, hey, you should probably stop drinking 27,000 calories of alcohol a week. That would be where I would start. You know? It's like the Norm Macdonald joke. You know, I thought it was the rape was the bad part, right? Have you ever noticed that? How people will always do that? I'll start drinking artichoke juice. It's like, but you drink fucking whiskey 7 days a week. And they're like, yeah, well, you gotta start somewhere. No, you don't, actually. You can just do it. You can do the right thing right out of the gate. But people don't do that. Because that takes putting work into something. And if we know Jeremy, he puts zero work into anything. He's facing a crisis of having no viewership. And what is he doing? He's just shitting out article reading videos like he always has. Shitting out, reading a damn article. One paragraph, stretches it to 15 minutes, and then talks about Ben Shapiro and him not getting views. You know what I'm saying? Conspiracy of everything with 5 gifted subs. Woo! My God. Thank you, brother. On Kick, we're going hard. That's 89. We're 100 away. 100 away from setting a record on memberships and gifted subs. Thank you guys so much. Coffee Blend Coffee says, Jared's not a quitter. I tell you what. Well, he said he quit drinking last week, cold turkey, or the week before. And then a day later was caught drinking Fireball shooters. It's really funny. Thank you guys so much. Billy with 500 kicks says, 500 kicks is $5. Also, Jared's an idiot for drinking smoothies. Also, you should do Kick exclusive streams too. Maybe, yeah. Maybe. Well, if I get, I'm going to probably, my channel is probably going to get wrecked shortly, I would imagine. Just putting it out there, you know. So thank you, Conspiracy of Everything, for the 5 gifted subs. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. So far, we got 20 today, 22 today on Kick. All right, let's continue.
Garlic is giving you a kick.
That could be. These drinks are not that healthy, but I just replaced lunch with it because they have 55 grams of carbs, which is a lot for a drink.
That is a lot, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what's the fiber on it?
Fiber, only 3 grams.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. It looks like, and there's not a lot of protein either. So maybe this isn't a great one.
You might as well drink a Pepsi.
Yeah, I know. Right?
I think Jeremy's retarded. I'm sorry, chat. Like I gotta put it out there. I am a trailer park man from Alabama. I am not of high intellect. I think Jeremy might be retarded. I gotta be honest. Who doesn't know already at the age of 50? Who doesn't already know, like, here's a white monster. If I drink 12 of these a day, I wonder if that would be good for me. That's Jeremy. You can't just come to the conclusion with context clues that drinking 12 of these a day might be actually bad. Until, like, somebody says, you know, that's probably bad. And he's like, oh, really? I didn't even think about it. No protein, no fiber, only carbs. It says healthy right on the bottle, though. It says healthy right here. It says organic healthy for fat people that need something that makes them think they're being healthy in between alcoholic beverages. That says it on the thing. Therefore, that's good for you now. That's Jeremy. that's Jeremy. You can't Google this shit, Jeremy? Holy shit. Is this good for me? Oh, wow. It's not. Okay. God, brother. It's like he just floats around in life. He just floats around. By the way, I don't know if you guys saw this, but a mod accidentally pinned this message in his chat today. So the mods were working overtime in his chat today, obviously. And somebody said the only good thing about cruises is the casino by Mustache Man Finder. And instead of the mod muting it, he accidentally pinned it, which is just the most glorious shit I've ever seen in my life. I liked that. It made me feel good. Made me feel good about myself. You know, it's pretty hilarious. Now, something of note for you guys out there. It says someone emailed the Wisconsin government, specifically their Department of Agriculture, about Coffee Brand Coffee, owned by TheQuartering, and the department is in contact with the FDA. Uh-oh. Here is their response. Here's the Department of Agriculture's response. Here we go. It says, I mean, it's obviously very important. All right. Okay. It says, thanks for bringing this to my attention. Do you happen to have a picture with the declaration of the responsibility on the label? Thank you. This is a response from the Department of Agriculture about coffee brand coffee being reported as not adhering to the FDA's guidelines, right? And this is flavored coffee requiring ingredients on the label and also where the coffee is actually manufactured on the label. They're in contact with the FDA about this. Oh my God. You know, and I wonder if it's like a per infraction fine. Because, you know, Jeremy is going to be hit with fines. Just unbelievable amounts of fines, right? And it'll be per sale or something. I would imagine, right? Whew. Row Raggy, right? Let's go. Oh my God. Here's their final response. It says, good morning. Thank you for bringing this to my attention. I will be sending this to the FDA tomorrow for a follow-up. Oh my God. Oh no. Spectral Citizen has become a sub on Kick. Thank you, buddy. I love you. I appreciate you. All right, boys. We are officially 99 away from setting the new record of memberships / Kick subs. Thank you guys on Kick and on YouTube. Nerdy Mechanic, PS2 Chopper. I love you guys. The E's knees. The E4 nines. Rene Galarza, conspiracy of everything. So the FDA is going to be coming down on our boy soon. So that sucks for him. He's about to get nuked from orbit. And like I said, I do expect this to be per cell, right? Per cell. 100%. I do expect it to be per cell of the actual coffee itself, which is going to nuke him from orbit. I can't even imagine how it's going to play out from that point. But we have some more stuff to cover anyway, so let's move on to that. All right, let's see. Where'd you go? Cut him some slack. He's not familiar with labels. That's pretty funny. Thank you, Julie. Razah, the legend, RZ, says to say he was caught drinking is to imply he was even trying to hide it. You're right. You're right about that. Thank you. He was probably trying to impress people. He seems like one of those guys that likes to brag about how much they can drink. You know, like teenagers did at 14. If you actually pay attention to Jeremy's behavior, almost everything he does is similar to like a young girl. Like personality-wise, personality traits, it's all very similar to like a young 13-year-old girl. Everything across the board. It's gross, actually, to be fair. Rain Nation says 1,000 kicks, $10. Thank you, Rain. Appreciate it. So just move the decimal place over to the right 3 times, I'm guessing. Yep, that's right. Thank you. Jordan Patterson says, my beer says 2.6 grams of carbs. I'm going to drink this all day. It must be healthy. You ain't lying, brother. Hell yeah. Mr. Rich Low Pitch says, is Jeremy the closest thing we have to Patrick Starr? I feel like that would be the case if Patrick were actually... Why are you mad, Jeremy? I can't see my forehead. Carify says, and he has the nerve to show on his fucking friends, people who don't know any better about him, about them doing better at YouTube than he is. The fuck? Well, everybody's going to do better now, Carify, than Jeremy, because, like I said, too much competition out there. And the algorithm no longer cares about the 5 videos per day bullshit that he got famous off of. And it's dwindling because it's not entertaining, right? It's just not entertaining. Billy Hatcher with 500 kicks says, once the FDA goes after Jer, this could be the final swan song. Play the bull song for him on the stream again. A bulletin from me to you, a bull right there from the poo. I don't remember the words. Bullet right to your brain. Beep, 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 beep. All right. Anyways. So let's move on to the next point. Flash just released a video. It is fantastic. A lot of stuff that I actually didn't know about was released on this video. So that'll be a lot of fun to cover. So let's jump right into that sauce. What? I don't know what I want for dinner. What the hell you want for dinner, girl? Let you pick. You can pick. I don't give a damn. Sorry, PDH is interrupting my show in front of God and everybody to ask me what I want for dinner. Mac and cheese. Not really. I'm joking. Bro, you just hooking stuff up on my computer right now? It's like making noise. In front of all these people. Look at you. Charge your phone? Okay, cool. Whatever. That's all good. All right. Oh, by the way, just want to put this out there. Jeremy, it looks like he has still not posted on Twitter in 4 days. I think he might actually unironically quit Twitter. This shit's really getting to him. I'm not surprised. I got to be honest. I'm not surprised. But let's hit Flash's video he just released because it has a lot of really interesting info I've never heard. That's very new stuff. So let's pull this up and jump into this. I thought he blocked. He hasn't blocked me. No, not important. Strangely enough, Jeremy hasn't blocked me. Jeremy, I think, is not blocking certain people, right? He hasn't blocked Flash either. So I think the issue is if he thinks, here's how Jeremy thinks. If Jeremy thinks you're of a certain size, he won't block you. But I think he got drunk enough to strike me, right? That's what I think is going on here. Thank you, guys. All right. But let's pull up this video. Thank you, Billy. I appreciate you. I saw you said you subbed on Kick. I appreciate you just joining Cookie Toots. I love you. Appreciate you. Let's play this video. This is pretty eye-opening stuff, by the way. If my computer's tripping balls right now. Yellow Flash! By the way, this is important because TheQuartering was supposed to debate Yellow Flash the other day, and he just chickened out like a big old fat bitch.
How was your weekend, chat? Because I can tell you this. I know someone who didn't have a good weekend. His name is TheQuartering. In fact, I would say it was probably pretty lousy. Now, he announced on Friday that he was going to detox from the internet. He was done. He's going to get over everything, come back a new, refreshed man on Monday. Because remember, by the 4th.
Who even says that? Just take a break from the internet, right? Why do you have to announce to everybody, like, I'm going to take a break? It's really affecting my mental health and stuff. Just fucking stop. Just get off. I do it every week. You'll notice I won't tweet like on whatever my off day is. I think it was Saturday this week, right? I fucking tweeted once. That's probably a lie. But I do that sometimes. Like I won't even tweet for like 2 days. I just won't think about it. You know?
Everything was going to blow over. This was all going to be done. All of the drama would be blown over by Monday, which is today. Now, the reason I pulled up his tweet where he talked about taking the weekend off is because he was supposed to do something on Friday. He was supposed to have a debate with me one-on-one. We were going to address all of the allegations that people have put out there on him. We were going to address the cuckolding. We were going to address the false flagging. We were going to address the coffee allegations. That didn't happen.
Instead, because he didn't show up, because he's a baby back bitch. He's a baby back bitch. I do want to put this out there, and this might be going a little bit too far, guys. So I apologize in advance. Okay. But TheQuartering will tweet. Okay. He'll tweet about Charlie Kirk inspiring him when it comes to religion. He tweets about this a lot, by the way. Guess who never ran from a debate and ultimately lost their life while debating people? With, for lack of a better phrase, died for it. And Jeremy says he has a headache and is tired and gets off the internet. Can't debate. Can't debate. Gross. He's a fraud. Gross, right? Isn't that weird? He invokes Charlie Kirk's name, but can't debate Yellow Flash. You want to know why? Because he can't defend the shit he's done. That's why the people that are sticking beside Jeremy, you'll see them on my Twitter feed when I tweet. They'll be like, well, you need to stop talking about this. You're obsessed. That's their entire rhetoric. their one defense is you are obsessed. And I'm like, what do you mean? I'm obsessed because I'm just talking about this? Yeah, you're obsessed. So you should stop. No. Sorry. I'm sorry. Not happening today, boys. Not happening. No. Here we go.
That he ran. And boy, oh boy, I'm sure he did not have that internet detox that he said he was going to have. In fact, he didn't have that anyway. He was uploading videos.
Today's Saturday, May 2nd.
Oh, shit. He actually recorded this. Holy shit.
Keep in mind, this video he uploaded on Saturday got almost no views. And the whole video is him coping about not getting views anymore because he did too good of a job before. Jeremy's excuse as to why no one's watching anymore is because he just did such a good job. And now he's won the war. Therefore, there's no reason for people to watch anymore. This motherfucker's unironically saying this shit.
I actually thought he might not have recorded this today. I actually thought this might have been recorded yesterday. And he just uploaded. He's actually saying today is Saturday. But he did record. Internet detox. Ring it. Where's the bell?
Jeremy be tripping balls.
He was hiding replies as they were coming in on Friday because, remember, he unplugged his phone, getting rid of the phone and the internet, even though he was uploading videos this day too. But we didn't know if they were pre-recorded, right? And that could have been the case. We know that wasn't now, thanks to Jeremy Wormy going through his content there. Good catch, my man. Very, very good catch. And here's another funny thing. You would think he might be ratioed there. He probably would have been if he wasn't hiding every single reply on the tweet. We were supposed to do this.
He even hid the reply about Flash's debate with him. Jeremy was on a detox from the internet, and on his detox, he was doom scrolling, hiding everybody's reply, talking about why is he not doing his debate that he pressured everyone into. Like, imagine being this pathetic. This is less pathetic than when Jerry in Rick and Morty, that episode where he's a slug because the machine just prints out the version of his wife's perspective on him. And he's a slug and he goes, oh, me, oh, and cries. Jeremy is beneath that fucking thing. Jeremy is more pathetic than that. I actually can't even put on a scale of reference to show you how pathetic Jeremy is now. It's below that. You can't even go lesser than that. Jeremy is now above the lolcow range he's surpassed DSP. He surpassed RTU. He surpassed those people by a fucking mile. A mile. If I agreed to a debate and I knew I was going to get my ass clapped, my happy ass would just show up and just take my licks. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to take my licks. I'm coming. You know what I'm saying? But no, couldn't do that. Had to bitch and moan and give a 14-year-old girl response as to why he couldn't do the debate. I'm not sweeping very good anymore, so I'm just going to leave the internet for a little while. Coincidentally, right before the debate. Like, I don't understand what you think people's perception is going to be of you. You're going to be considered the most spineless, pathetic bitch for the next 10 years on the internet. I don't know if Jeremy realizes this. Maybe he just doesn't care, which is fair. Maybe he's okay with being the most pathetic creator on all platforms.
By the way, so he was begging me in my DMs to come on my stream on Wednesday. He wanted to have a one-on-one, which he was never going to do anyway, by the way, because he was at a baseball game. He never had any intention in coming on my Wednesday makeup stream, which he invited himself to, by the way. He invited himself. I had no idea he was going to come on my Wednesday makeup stream until he started announcing that he was coming on. Well, this news to me. He's inviting himself on. And I don't want to just have him on last minute like that for a couple of reasons. One, this guy is unstable right now. He might try to play some porn or something and get.
Yeah, Jeremy is quite literally at that state, you know? He's quite literally at that state of 13-year-old troll kid from 4chan/B. He'll try to get people banned from platforms. He's at that point now. You know what I'm saying? He's at that point. Billy, he is worse than Nick, Rich, Boogie Corn TV, and all the other Jarbos. Jarbo's even better. Yeah, dude. Yeah, at least Jarbo went on the stream and took his licks. That's what I'm saying. Thank you, Billy. I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you. Love you, Billy. Appreciate you guys. Hell yeah, brother. We are 99 memberships and subs on Kick away from the record of all time for my streams in 5, 6 years, 7 years now. Appreciate you guys.
My channel taken down, which is something he's been pretty good at doing, considering all of the people that have been flagged down in his name recently. And I knew he would try to lie about things. I need all those tweets that he deleted. But luckily, his friend Baring, who's upset with him, by the way, said, hey, I'll come on. I've got all of those receipts. We can go.
Even his friends are turning on him, right? Because they see it's insane. Don't forget, boys. Don't forget. Thank you, Garrett, to create. Appreciate you. Don't forget that people like to conflate Nick for some reason. Like, they like to bring up Nick Rekieta every, like I said, the two defenses for Jeremy is A, stop talking about this, and B, Nick Rekieta. Nick Rekieta never flagged anybody. If Nick would have started false flagging channels, yeah, I'd have been like, oh, well, fuck that guy. He done fucked up. Gross. Right? That's the nail in the coffin. Because it serves 2 points. A, you just don't strike channels and try to remove their income. And B, basically snitching on people you think are making fun of you and it's hurting your little feelings. As like a grown adult male, that's capital F, bro. That's capital F shit. You know what I'm saying?
Through him. Okay. Send him the link. He never shows up. He was never going to show up because he was at that baseball game. Now, he did agree to come on the Friday stream. Said he was coming on. He didn't show up. But I want to show you a couple of things that he did do to try to get my attention. One was, well, he thought he was doxing me. He put my name out there, which is Kevin, saying, come on, Kevin, let's go. Then posted an older picture of me from when I was at Anime Matsuri in cosplay on a panel, which is, why I have this mask on my face, as you can see. But nobody ever shows the more recent pictures where I was at MegaCon, where it shows like how much better in shape I am now. Everyone just keeps going back to the old one, which is fine. I guess I'll just be fat forever.
Shout out to Yellow Flash, by the way. Yellow Flash, we talked in DMs about his weight loss journey and what he was planning on doing and planning on getting into shape. And we talked back and forth for like a year about this. And he lost an unbelievable amount of weight and got in amazing shape. Congratulations to him. That is very rare to see, regardless or not if you like Flash. That is super rare. Look at somebody like Jeremy, who will just be fat until they die. And they think drinking a smoothie makes them skinny again. Actually doing that, like losing weight and going on a weight loss journey and being successful, is a super huge deal, and it's super impressive. So congratulations to freaking Flash. That's awesome.
But I wanted you guys to see all of those to show you what kind of guy he is and kind of probably has always been. Someone that will go that low. But we were supposed to do a debate on Friday, and he never showed up.
Shocking.
Never showed up. He ran,
Shocking.
said he was doing a detox, and what a mistake that was, because I trended all weekend. All weekend I trended, bringing more attention to him because it was all about how he skipped out on the debate. He skipped out on the debate twice with me, by the way, because he could have came on any time on that Wednesday stream. He had the link, but he agreed, begged me to do another one. So I said, okay, Friday, let's do it. Doesn't show up. Now, I'm not going to do a third one for free. He's already wasted my time twice now. So if he wants another one, it's going to cost him like $1,000 for me to do a one-on-one debate with him again.
100%,
after he begged me
100%.
and I prepared for it and had everything ready to go. He no-shows, wasted a bunch of my time. I guess that's funny and makes him the better person because he decided to waste my time. This guy is so cocky. He thinks he is too big to fail. I can't go down. I'll just keep flagging down my accusers, which they're...
Except for the fact that Rumble's deal with him looks like it's done. And he's making no money on YouTube. Like, no fucking money on YouTube right now. When it comes to ad revenue, for those that don't know, when it comes to ad revenue on YouTube, you have to be pulling in like 3 million views a month to make any kind of money. And this is long form, by the way. Long form, not shorts, long form. To just make about $7,000, you need about 3 million views a month. Long form. He's not even getting remotely close to that. He's making less than $4,000 or $5,000 a month in YouTube. He has to pay Melanie like $5,000 a month. He has to pay Hannah $5,000 a month. He has a $10,000 mortgage. He probably has 25 other things on credit cards and or financed for thousands of dollars. His monthly nut's probably 20 something grand. And he's bringing in $4,000 from social media right now. $4,000. He's fucked. He's fucked. Right? He was banking on that $1 million to come in from Rumble. That's what he's banking on. Just putting it out there. By the way, guys, real big shout out. We're up against the 613th Naked Snake. I haven't even talked about it. Forgot. We are $100 away from it. Thank you guys so much. I love you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Make sure you like the stream on the YouTube. And if you're not following on Kick, make sure you hit the follow button, become a sub, help out your boy. Thank you, guys.
There's been many of, by the way. Here's a nice little timeline of some of the stuff he's done. Keno Casino got flagged. That was reversed. That was on April 4th. Then they got a privacy violation, probably from the Wisconsin Bull.
They got me on the 13th. The 30th. Jeremy got me on the 30th. Damn. IX says I'd wager Jeremy's father will step in to cover his finances. Well, and from what we know, from what I've heard and read, I don't know for sure, but it looks like he grew up wealthy, so he probably won't have to worry about that at all. You know, a lot of these creators that get autistically outputty with content creation, they grew up indoors, they grew up doing all that stuff, and usually they grew up with a very, very nice upbringing. My happy ass was playing outside in the trailer park, getting bit by dogs, and building go-karts and rebuilding clutches and stuff on go-karts to have fun. I got the internet at 14 and downloaded WoW Classic and Halo 2, and that shit was over. Hell yeah, brother. Nicolas Jose Saura says, the D-Bears are alive. They make everyone mud. Thank you, Nicholas. Appreciate you.
His buddy that is alleged to be going over there and hooking up with the old lady. He seems to be more upset about him being exposed than his own wife, who he uses as a shield, by the way, which I find funny.
Yeah, go ahead, Scott. Actually, you can do that.
Because apparently, let me put it this way. The person doing the most damage to Quartering's wife is the Quartering, because he says things like this about her.
There's a guy at work who claimed that vegan vag didn't smell. Well, I can tell you this. My wife has been a vegetarian, and you can tell the difference. Okay. I'm not going to,
Why would you tell the internet that about your wife? Does she know he says things about her? And by the way, if you use the Jeralizer, which is this really funny tool that somebody made, I don't know who made it, but props to you, where you can go to his channel, basically, and search things he says and talks about. And as you can see, if you just go and use it and just type in my wife, 500 plus mentions.
My wife, 500 plus mentions on 250 videos. That means on average, he mentions his wife twice per video. Right? But he also gets really, really mad if anybody talks about his wife. Right? Now, I want to put this out there. The reason all of this started, for those that are just now joining, the Quartering started striking channels talking about him. The reason he said he was intending on striking these channels and removing their income and telling the CEO on them to get them banned. He unironically said he was going to message to kick CEO to get Keno Casino banned. Anyways, so the reason he did this was because they were talking about his wife. Do you want to know why he said they were talking about his wife? They were claiming that they found a bull and he is a cuck. And there's a guy that comes over to the Quartering's house and has sex with his wife because he's a cuck, right? They found a lot of evidence that pointed towards this, right? And that's why he started striking people, because you're talking about my wife. They weren't. It's just you being a cuck implies that something's happening with your wife, right? And that's why he got mad. For some reason, people have been making fun of Jeremy for years. And the one thing that made him go off the deep end was just calling him a cuck. very weird. It's almost as if it might be true. Why be that mad? Right? Why be that mad? I don't know about you guys. Random says his dad died 2 years ago to cancer. That sucks, man. Let's avoid that. Yeah, I wouldn't wish that on anybody, man.
Overshares all kinds of things that she's going through, like her surgeries, health conditions, stuff. Like, why are you talking about her at all, actually? And this is just a quick search. You could probably find other things, he says, if you just take out my wife and just put wife in. The dude is constantly talking about her. The reason he's using her as a shield is because he doesn't want you to know whatever's going on in their home. I don't know what's going on over there. I really don't care that much. What I care about is the flagging, which he's been going on a rampage with. And I don't know how anybody can still sweep for him after he laid out a plan to take people down.
Jeremy got so embarrassed, so mad, and so toe up. He decided.
Keep in mind, the people that defend Jeremy after the bannings, after the flaggings, after the strikings, the way they do it is they pretend like it never happened. It's not in their purview. It's not in their dialogue. It's not in their vocabulary. It just didn't happen. That's why they're able to defend it. It's like Jeremy, like, not doing the debate with Flash. He just pretended like nothing ever happened and just moved on. And he thinks the internet's going to forget, but I can guarantee you the internet does not fucking forget. It's not a thing the internet does. Just putting it out there. They don't do that. They like the stream, you bitches. $100 away from Naked Snake, by the way. Where are we at? 402 out of 500 for Naked Snake on this beautiful Monday. Thank you guys so much. Big shout out to Renee Galarza for the $100 super chat. Billy with a 50. $100 away, all super chats. I love you, and I appreciate you guys. Keeping the streak alive for 6 years nearly. Thank you.
To just go off on one, but he crossed the digital Rubicon and did the thing you don't do. He got people's channels taken down because he just didn't like what they were saying. And he and his dopey ass supporters can say there's no proof that Jeremy literally.
Project Constitution. What's up, buddy? Hey, doing work phones, Jeremy, I think, bro. How you doing, man? Work phones, Jeremy. I know who you're talking about. Yeah. Oh, by the way, unrelated, kind of. But have you noticed ever since Chris Pavlovsky proved Jeremy wrong about Rumble's deal, Jeremy removed the Rumble statue from his background. Has anyone noticed that? By the way, Billy with 1,000 kicks on Kick, thank you, brother, says Jerry Bear wants to ignore everything and pretend his life isn't in shambles. The internet never forgets, and we archive everything. We never forget.
Explaining his master plan in a drunken tirade on Twitter and him continuing to project bad omens about it on his stream.
He'll say it's not good faith. He'll pretend this is me asking people to deplatform him. But then when he eventually does get banned, and he will, because that content on that channel is literally all violative of TOS. Like, if anybody wanted to spend their time flagging that shit, it would just go.
Right there, Jeremy admits. Right there. Shout out to Mikey No More, right? Jeremy right there is guilty. He says his channel is breaking TOS. It will get banned. And if anybody watching this stream right now, in parentheses, anybody watching this stream right now, all they have to do is go flag it and it'll totally go down. He was calling on his chat to go flag the channel right there. In the year of our Lord 2026, was telling his audience to go after people. P1 says he deleted 126 comments from Rumble. Oh, his mods. I hope he's paying his mods, man. What's up, Xavier? Coop.
Like,
that all of that just doesn't mean anything.
And by the way, everything that he said there, that's how the channel got banned. The Kino Casino Clips channel. Andy Warski's channel got banned as well. That channel was actually restored, and then it got taken down again, probably because Jeremy told them that he was ban evading, and somehow that channel needed to go too. Like, they connected those channels together, which is BS because their editor owned that channel.
Ooh.
But I mean, Warski wasn't banned. He was restored. All this screams gay up. Keep in mind, he laid out what he was going to do, and many texts and tweets on X. Somehow none of this matters, though. What do you need? Actual evidence?
Keep in mind, the quartering announced he was going to do all these things. And then once they happened, he was like, oh, LOL, it actually wasn't me. You know, it's just totally a joke, brother. Totally a prank. right? Kind of like following women and children around at Ren Fair and saying, you know, their mom's bodies are tight and they're down to fuck because their kids are with them in earshot of children. This is one example out of 200, by the way, in 2 hours of that stream. He said it was just a little prank, right? Imagine going up to the child of a mother that's sitting beside you and saying, I bet your mom has a tight vagina, bro. And then the mom being like, what the fuck are you talking about, sir? And him being like, LOL, it's just a prank, brother. Don't take it so serious. What would you say? You'd be like, yeah, I'm slapping this dude in his fat little jaws, right? He muted me on Rumble for a second. Hi, Hambly. That's too far. You went too far, brother. Billy says, I feel bad for Jersey mods. They don't deserve what they're... Well, I mean, I guess they kind of do. They're in the paint, brother. They're in the paint. Jeremy got me watching H3. What a son of a bitch. Yeah, dude. I watched a little bit of that as well. Watched a little bit of that. We're up to 407 for Naked Snake. Thank you, buddy. 93 away.
That he did a flagging? Oh, wait. What's this?
And so shortly after the channels went down, Jeremy accidentally showed everyone this.
Oops, not that one.
Look how fast he clicked it off. By the way, Jeremy said to Yellow Flash, this doesn't exist. Probably because he was drunk, right? This thing right here, where Jeremy's emails were accidentally shared right there, saying thank you for your report to YouTube. This is the email header that you are sent if you report a YouTube channel. Jeremy then said, as a reaction on Twitter, that this was him just talking in an email chain about demonetization for his channel. That's not how this works. That's not how this works. Everybody has already debunked exactly what email header they send you when you report a channel for harassment or bullying. He was personally reporting channels. When Flash asked him directly about this in a drunken rage in DMs, which I released a video about 2 days ago, he claimed it didn't actually happen. He's at the point of just ignore the evidence of your ears and your own eyes. That's the point. That's where Jeremy's at now.
It's not that one.
Let's see here.
The guilty party will always point themselves out.
Oh, what's that? Thank you for your report. Man, why would Google send you an email like that? You out here reporting people? Snitching to the Google police, bro? It couldn't have been the Kino Casino Clips channel or Warski's channel you were reporting, could it? Well, according to Jeremy, it wasn't. He swore up and down that this smoking gun wasn't actually a smoking gun. It was just stink lines coming from his adult diaper, apparently. This, of course, was completely shot down as a possibility after some guy reported himself and confirmed that you get a completely different email from Google after you report someone.
Yep. This was on Twitter.
For the reason Jeremy claimed he did. This was all a massive miscalculation on TheQuartering's part.
Also, in my deep diving into the history of TheQuartering that I did to prepare for Friday, and I really wanted to prepare because I was going to pretty much end him that day. I really don't see how he can get out of all of this stuff, which is
and that's the reason he didn't show up to the debate, because in Jeremy's drunken stupor. In his drunken stupor, Jeremy thinks, right, that he is in the right and he can totally defend himself. But then he gets sober and he's like, oh, dude, I'm fucked, right? So that's why he won't show up for debate, right? It's that easy.
Why he didn't show up, because he was scared to get exposed. He has a flagging history. He actually, it's alleged, flagged down a channel called 8 Thoughts who got in early trolling him. That guy's channel went down. He was at least getting strikes on videos about TheQuartering. He also got into a spat with a man called Coach Red Pill. Some of you may know him, some of you may not, but he was a big guy in the skeptic stuff for a little while, and he was also in the internet blood sports era. He claims TheQuartering flagged him. And then also, there was Mr. Medicare, where he was going to have Mr. Medicare stream on his channel. He wanted Mr. Medicare to stream on his channel so that he could send 1488 super chats, because at the time, your channel could get taken down over super chats or what people were saying in the chat. It was a crazy time on YouTube. And he wanted Jim to stream on his channel. And he was saying, let me get my super chats ready. Let me get my super chats ready, Jim. That's one of the reasons I was kind of worried.
That's why I didn't let him come on my show, because Jeremy is not above flagging people or trying to get people banned. He is totally okay with it. He has no problem with it at all. To be fair, I'm not really sure why he's even denying all these people getting struck. Like, why even deny it? Like, it's very open that he's okay with it. He hasn't denounced it either yet. He's just still like, yeah, it's whatever. He hasn't really talked about it. He's also completely silent on X. Hasn't mentioned anything at all. He hasn't actually spoken in 4 days on X. He still doesn't even use X anymore. Probably because he's getting 4 likes on post and getting ratioed into oblivion. Oblivion, Skitsmuzz, I'm going to fix the auto mod, sorry. Yeah, the auto mod, I don't know why the auto mod on Kick is insane. I should probably just change it right now. Maybe. I don't know if I can, but yeah, it's insane.
On my stream on Wednesday, when we were going to do it on YouTube, because I was thinking he was going to try to play porn or something, but Bearing being there, I didn't really think that would happen with Bearing there. But of course, didn't matter. He wasn't going to show up anyway. And he didn't show up to the Friday stream either. The guy is a coward. A coward. I mean, let's go over those tweets again that I've shown you from Bearing's perspective. Now, Bearing is a friend of Jeremy's. I don't know what's going on there now. I like Bearing. I think he's a really funny guy. He breaks down some of this stuff, and I want to go over it because he does a really good job. And he finds something that's really interesting. So
here you go. Check this out right now. Well, by the way, Jeremy likes to do this thing where he just screen records his like YouTube dashboard where the reports are. It's very vague and very basic. There's nothing on the screen except the loading bar. And it shows a PFP, like a profile picture. He could change his profile picture in 2 seconds to a different channel's profile picture, whichever one he's trying to show, and just refresh the page over and over. We want to see that email, that specific email that said, thank you for your report. And he won't show it because it's the smoking gun. He claims it never happened. Maverick Kuba says, Melanie really got Jeremy for 6 figures a year, just milking Jeremy a few times a week, saying basically nothing and throwing in a few giggles. Hey, man, I guess get your bag, right, brother? Get that bag, brother. Hell yeah. Thank you, Maverick. I love you. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you. All right. We're closing in. We're 412-88 from Naked Snake. That rhymes. Nice. All right, let's continue, boys.
Let's go through a little bit of his video here.
Way, both publicly and privately. Enough is enough, too bad. He continues, first will be your YouTube, which is in violation of ban evasion, easy takedown. And next will be your Kick. I literally begged you two to be reasonable. I tried everything. You chose this. All I wanted was to let you guys dunk on me. If these clowns keep going after my friends and family just because they don't like me, I will in fact take everything they have and never apologize for it. So
now I want to point out here, this is all a shield. The Wisconsin Bull, he mentions all the time. In fact, the guy has a role in his Discord called Quartering Legend. He's the only one that has it. He's mentioned the Wisconsin Bull.
Wait, we got to bang the Quartering's wife to get his special Discord role. Seems like a lot of work, man.
Many times in his streams, even talked about having the guy come over to warm up his hot tub with him.
Adam, bro, bring your fucking wife's big old boobs and bring her over to our house. I want you to meet my German Shepherds. Adam Sellers, it's 9:20. I think you could be to my house by 10. I want to see your wife's big old boobs at my house in the hot tub. Hot tub's toasty, ready for you, bud.
Oh, and what about the old lady? Well, apparently she's cool with him being with other women too, I guess. I don't know if that's going on, but she's cool with it, according to him.
Let me tell you this about Venti.
As much as the host do either.
I would give everything I had to have babies with that girl. Even though all my kids look like sharks, I'm in.
Does your wife know? Does your wife know the TheQuartering? We want to have it.
Oh yeah, I'm very, very open about it. She's cool with it.
Okay.
But yeah,
He needs to deliver his jokes better, huh? He's always like, I was joking, but the way he delivers jokes is stone face and like nothing after, I want to fuck her. And then that's it. And then you're like, why'd you say that? And he's like, oh, I was joking. But you seemed like you weren't. Was that V? Yeah, it was V.
Let's get back into this.
Psycho weirdos are messaging my wife, calling her phone. People are harassing my friends. Roast me. Fine. There used to be a line, my wife and my family are being harassed, blah, blah, blah. They have no rules, and starting today, neither do I. All their fans justifying making my wife live in terror. I hope you all support them financially because it's your fault they're about to lose $100,000 a year. And this is Jeremy reaching.
Now, keep in mind, by the way, he has shown no evidence of any of this. And this is the guy that was real quick to put out evidence when he got swatted. He showed his ring camera footage, but he claims trucks are driving up to his house and someone came to his house and was weird, and he's shown nothing. The reason that he's doing this is because he wants to flip the script and become a victim.
100%. He's not going to show any evidence that anybody's showing up because it's all a lie. It's all a lie. If TheQuartering can't tell the truth about the smallest things on the planet, why would we believe him about the bigger things like harassment, right? Matt Verkuba says Melanie will pull the cord and jump out of the plane as soon as those checks quit cashing. She will twirl her hair and be like, Jeremy, who? That ain't loyal. I mean, who wouldn't though, right? Like everybody would. I'm actually surprised it's lasted this long. Like I said Friday, I wager that Hannah Claire is already gone. Hence why she wasn't on the show that she was supposed to be on. I can't imagine that she'll be back. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure Hannah Claire is gone. I get a vibe from her that she doesn't really give a fuck about this stuff. I mean, she calls him out all the time in clips and shits on him. And like when he starts rambling, she's like, stop, play the clip. What are you doing? Right?
He wants to be a victim, which he's not. He has obviously something embarrassing going on.
By the way, TheQuartering tagged the CEO of Kick because he wanted to talk to him about the platform because he was trying to get Kino Casino banned from Kick because they were making fun of him. And on the Hannah Claire point, imagine being Hannah Claire and going from Tim Pool's show to this, right? You know, I've been on TimCast a bunch of times. It's a very, very professional environment. Everybody there is good at speaking to the point. Everybody there is good at talking. And everybody there is relatively knowledgeable, especially Tim. She went to TheQuartering and he's like, I have a diarrhea. Let me see your feet. And even then, I'm underselling it, right?
On with him, I don't know. And he doesn't want any of this out here, probably because he tries to play off that he's a conservative trad Christian, which really doesn't seem like he is anything even close to that. And if that's your viewership, you don't want to lose them. And they probably don't like people that practice swinging or cuckolding or whatever's going on over there. I don't know. All I know is the shit that he's been doing. And, he started a flagging war. I don't know if he's flagging every channel that's been flagged, but I'm pretty confident based on the email showing he did a report.
I doubt Jeremy struck every channel, but I'm confident that Jeremy's the reason all the channels were struck because he opened the door for it.
He flagged down Kino Casino and also laid out how to flag down Kino Casino. So I'm sure that some of his followers did it. That's why he did that on that stream that I showed you earlier. Where he was talking about how if you spend some time going through the channel, you could report it. He does that intentionally because he's mobilizing his audience to do it for him. He started a flagging war and lots of channels have been hit. Now there were some hit Friday. I believe Camelot got hit. Meme Copium got hit. I think Illicit Clips got hit again. It just keeps happening. It keeps getting worse. And I can tell you, people at YouTube are watching this now. Some things have been reversed. Meme Copium got a video back. I think
You know what I bet? I bet if Jeremy does this enough, YouTube might react poorly. Right? Because I'm pretty sure you're not technically allowed to just strike people you don't like. I think it might end up getting him fucked in the end. Right? Now, to be fair, he doesn't really need YouTube because he's making no money on YouTube anymore. And I'll pull that up in a second, right? But his streams on YouTube are completely dead. Deader than a damn doornail, man. You see how like somebody in the chat on YouTube and on Kick, they type every two to 3 seconds. There's one that pops up. I was in his stream earlier, 5 solid minutes. The chat didn't move. 5 solid minutes. Now, granted, I know he's banning 90% of people that show up, but you get what I'm saying. Matt Rakuba says, with all due respect, Hannah Claire was great, and I miss her on TimCast. She actually knows things. Well, she was super nice to me when I met her. She was cool as fuck. And I was really nervous, and she kept wanting to bring me into the conversation. It was nice of her. I was much better the second time I was on TimCast, and third and fourth, every time after that. But the first time I was so nervous, I didn't speak. I was not a good guest the first time. So thank you, Maverick Cuba. I appreciate you, brother. 80 or 78 away from Naked Snake. Thank you, buddy.
Got a video back, and Mikey No More's video, the age restriction got taken off of it. So your terror reign here, I think, is coming to an end.
Reaching out to Eddie, the owner of Kick, the platform that the casinos stream on. So he's saying, look, I'm kind of a big deal. Reach out. I got something to talk about with you, bruh. So, I mean, kind of sus.
So Kino Casino streams on Kick. So he was like, hey, Eddie, let's talk. Basically saying, I'll come to your platform. I bring 10,000 daily viewers, which is a lie. He uses view bots. especially on Rumble. He's view botting. Because if you go in the chat, it doesn't move at all.
Yep.
7,000 people in there, huh? Why is the chat moving like 10 people are in it? It's very weird. So he wanted to talk to Eddie to get Kino taken down, which isn't going to happen. They bring a lot of viewership and money to that platform. But here he is trying to put some influence on this guy to get them taken off of the platform.
Well, Jeremy is trying to use his clout from 5 years ago, right? Or 4 years ago. He's trying to use all of his clout to push people around now. And to be honest, no one gives a fuck about Jeremy now. Back then, Jeremy was one of the only guys shitting out political article bullshit 20 times a day. And the algorithm loved it. It loved it. Now, there's 1,000 creators shitting out article read content 20 times a day. And he's the least entertaining out of all of them. No one's watching. It's over. Now, somehow he was able to convert that shit into a deal with Rumble like 2 years ago. Somehow. But Rumble Rumble sees the analytics and they know that it's not lucrative.
Very wild.
Talking about yeeting their channels publicly. He's wanting to make inroads with Eddie from Kick. And then he jumps on the DMs with none other than fucking Josh from Kiwi Farms. I mean, this is incredible. So he starts this like negotiation thing with Josh, I guess. I'm not going to read all these. You can zoom in if you want. But he's saying more of the same stuff. Like, I'm a big deal. I could get them taken down. It only takes one phone call and bang, they're fucking gone. You know, it's just like, I don't even know how to describe it. It's fucking gay, man. I'm sorry, Jeremy. It's fucking gay. I was watching a Nicholas Diorio video the other day. I think he was counting the amount of times that Jeremy threatened to have their channel terminated. And I think I stopped watching after like 28 times.
Yeah, I think is that 28? Are we going back to counting again?
The 10th of April, Jeremy jumps on.
Jesus Christ. Matt himself, that boy needs a Snickers. Good thing I'm almost done making my Snickers bar holder for the Gen 5 Ram Hill. Yeah, I might need you to deliver one to him. I do not condone the transfer of anything other than a Snickers bar in the device. Thank you, Matt. I appreciate you, brother. I saw that shit. I saw you sent it to me. It looks good. Thank you, Matt. I love you for the orange boy coming in strong. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much, buddy. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. No, not important. I get it, man. I appreciate you, dude. Thank you, all the people on Kick. Love you. Appreciate you. Thank you to the E's and E's for 10 gifted subs. That's insane work, brother. Thank you so much. I see Rumble. We have a Rumble rant. Pickle Hitler. Glad I'm 55. There's no internet when I grew up. Pickle Hitler. It's a name and a half. Denier says finally US has its own. Oh, the US has its own Jim Sterling. He went all stages of grift, final arc, full blown transformation into Californian trans woman. Yep. That's my theory. That's my theory. Thank you. Maverick Cuba says, to all the simps out there, it's just a reality of how much you can give some people. But as soon as it runs out, they be like, who that be? In terms of no. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I guess we're gonna find out, right? It's kind of pointing that direction, you know. Thank you, Patty Cakes. I appreciate you. Well, I'm not gonna go all night or anything. I'm gonna shoot everybody over to casino shortly.
Twitter and says, I'm sorry, guys. I've been a bit of a dick. I got triggered. I'm sorry to my audience. I will not take down their channel. That's cringe. He got met with a...
I like how he says, I'm sorry to my audience, but not to the people he's threatening, which is very strange.
Bunch of replies from like other creators saying, yeah, bro, that's fucking cringe. You need to apologize to Kino Casino because this is gay. One of those people was Shoe on Head, that tweet we saw before saying, look, you've got to apologize. And Jeremy responds, oh, shoot, on that second part, I will never apologize to these fucking losers who circulate photoshopped, disgusting pictures of my wife. We're not 18 years old anymore, blah, blah.
By the way, haven't seen those. And if
yeah, no idea what he's talking about.
Someone is doing that, what does that have to do with Kino Casino?
Yep. Exactly nothing. I saw a Google image of something that's disparaging to me, therefore I'm going to blame people that don't like me.
They never did that. In fact, they told
we're not 18 years old anymore, although he's acting like he's 14. Is that what he's referring to? We're not 18, we're 14.
People to leave his wife alone. But as we discussed earlier in the video, nobody does more damage to her than him. He overshares about her all the time, constantly. Constantly.
Rexon says hi from the GameStop area. How you doing, buddy?
Person that's embarrassing your wife, Jeremy, is you. You're the one. I can't get over that clip where he talks about her switch to vegan. Why would you tell people in the world that your wife's private parts smell bad now because she switched to a vegan diet? Why would you tell anybody that? There are some women out there that would probably divorce their husbands over something like that.
The 11th of April.
Yeah, if you were like talking shit about your wife constantly on stream, I couldn't imagine your wife would want to stay very long, right? I don't understand. I only want to say good things about the people I care about. Unless it's obviously joking and they're like sitting right there and we're laughing about it, right?
Bro, I fucking promise we're almost done. If you've been following this, you've heard all this fucking shit before, but I promise we're almost done. Then I can take a breath and I'll add some more stuff. PPP tweets, well, short to his word, Quartering flagged down our entire clip channel for ban evasion. He really is the most pathetic worm, blah, blah, blah. Then we get the Andy Warski video we saw before, and Jeremy tweets this birthday card, which is made out of cards. Now, I just want to point out,
Now, he finds something really good here. This is really good. And I don't think, he points out he doesn't see anybody talk about this, and he's right. Now, there are a couple things going on with here. The channel went down, and then boom, he shares these cards,
He shares playing cards, which are likely to be seen at what establishment? A casino, after he got the Kino Casino banned.
Themed Kino Casino, right? Their whole thing is on gambling. They don't gamble, but it's gambling themed, right? Felted is their thing. You're felted, which is when you're left with nothing. All you have is the felt on the table. You lost all your money.
Yep.
That's kind of where that comes from. So now he's saying, oh, look at this good hand I got here. I am kind of a big deal. I crushed your dreams. No evidence, though. I need the proof. People will say, get your sweeping out of here. And there's also another thing here that a lot of people don't talk about. This is a good hand he has here, right? Now, the reason that this is also significant is because on his Unsleeved Media channel, the Keynote boys would make fun of him because he never pulls anything good. He always pulls duds. So here he is saying, oh, look, I pulled a good one, didn't I? And this tweet, as Barron's going to put out or say here, comes suspiciously after it's announced that the channel goes down.
Exactly right after it. By the way, we're $50 from Naked Snake. Thank you, guys.
Let's listen. Very good video by Barron. I highly suggest you check it out. It's Quartering versus Kino Casino. Let's talk about it. He does a really good job of condensing the main problem that a lot of people have is the flagging stuff.
The Andy Warski video we saw before, and Jeremy tweets this birthday card, which is made out of cards. Now, I just want to point out, I haven't seen anyone else point this out, but these two tweets are only 31 minutes apart. Right. You've got 10:20 and you've got 9:49. Now, again, this might be timery dues, weird fucked up Australia time, but fancy that 31 minutes apart. The casino gets banned, and Jeremy tweets his casino-themed birthday card that says, you are kind of a big deal. I don't think that makes me a conspiracy theorist. I think that's a bit sus.
And like I said, as I started to go through these earlier, we are now on May 4th, but ever since all of that happened, what happened? April 13th, illicit clips. She got a strike. Rant Man got a strike. Luther Morgan, a guy that's been going after the coffee brand coffee stuff, which is also, kind of suspicious. I really do think that he's doing white label coffee. Now, he says that this coffee of his is all brewed and made by him. He's got a roast master. He even crowdfunded money for those K-Cup machines. Well, it turns out, there might not be any factory or anything. Luther Morgan has done great coverage going over all of that. Madam Savvy is getting in on this now, looking at FDA things. In fact, I believe the FDA is now looking into this.
Yep. We read that earlier. The FDA is apparently on board and looking at the actual coffee brand coffee. Keep in mind that there's no nutrition label and there's supposed to be ingredients when it is flavored coffee. You have to divulge what is going on in there, and he's not, which means he's not in compliance, and the FDA is officially looking into it via email from what we heard earlier. What's up, Man Squatch? What's up, Hop Slinger? Maverick Cuba says, like that episode of South Park where Butters falls in love with the girl that works at Raisins. By the way, when we get some TV show reaction, I have no idea. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that, dude. Appreciate your super chat, buddy.
Kinds of wild stuff going on. All of this is backfiring on him so hard when he could have just ignored all of this. The Joker guy over on Rumble, he got some problems. Flagging came to him. Illicit Clips got many of her videos age restricted. Meme Copian got a strike. I think that got reversed. CAMELCAST went down for community guideline violations. And then Mikey No More got another hit from community guidelines violations. Then Mikey No More again had another problem. New Blackstreet got their stream hit for harassment. There's more on April 25th. Another channel that was doing Kino Casino clips, because they're popping up everywhere, by the way. Their channel got hit for impersonation.
Yeah, Andy and PPP encouraged everyone to make clip channels all at the same time, right? Because basically you can't kill us all. That's the whole point behind that.
That went down. But once one goes down, because Kino Casino said, you can go ahead and upload our stuff all over YouTube. We don't care if you monetize it or whatever. So now they're going around trying to get the clip channels taken down. It's really funny, the protection that he's getting on YouTube. But I think all of that's coming to an end, actually. And, you know, even if he took them all down, the cat is out of the bag now. The cat is out of the bag. It's going to continue to get worse. He needs to address all of this. And I don't think he's going to. He thinks he can put his head in the sand and it'll just go away. And everyone's just going to forget about it. Not going to happen, son. Now, let's get into some of the other stuff. Like, what is causing this man to be so broken? Well, it's stuff like this. Now, because he's been trying to hide all of this, people keep going and finding out more and more things. And some ordinary gamers, Mudahar, put out a video kind of going over a lot of that. So I'm going to use some of his video now to go over what's going on here. So it starts here. A Freudian slip by TheQuartering. And this video, by the way, is YouTube's worst content.
Real quick, I wanted to bring this up. So look at this real quick. I have already downloaded this, obviously. Jeremy's downvotes on his stream. Keep in mind, Jeremy live streams, right? His stream today, 213 downvotes, 180 upvotes. Keep in mind, we have almost 700 likes on my show right now. And I'm a random ass dude. You know what I'm saying? Jeremy's supposed to be like a god. 180 likes. 270 average concurrence. By the way, like my show. Thank you. But check this out. Deleting all the comments. Where's Hannah? A lot of comments getting deleted. Those pesky oranges are at it again. Everybody's working for the weekend. Look at all this. Look at all this. There's like 8 comments on the video. Like 8. Right? Isn't that weird? But you can also see it says 24. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Now, if you look even deeper, you can look at the chat. You can actually look at the chat right here. God, the chat, bro, is brutal. Brutal. I can scroll like 3 minutes into the future. And look, there's been 2 more chats. It's wild. Wild. If you actually went to active participants, there was only 5. 5. Insanity. There was somebody on Twitter the other day saying that he's making so much more money now because we're talking about him. And I was like, I don't think you understand how this works, actually. All right. He made, $12 last week in super chats? 12? 30, I think, the last 2 weeks of last month, $30 in super chats. He is relying almost entirely on Rumble giving him a lump sum of money to exist. He brings in $0 everywhere else. You know what I'm saying? I was just kidding. Do you eat mac and cheese? Oh, what is it? Okay, I thought you got mac and cheese. I'm like, bro, I was joking. Jesus. Julie says, what community guidelines violations mean? Bullying, harassment. Right? You can strike any channel for any reason at any point in time. That's why it's so negative, right? But that's just how it is. But let's go a little bit deeper. Okay. I want you guys to see this real quick. It's on the Jeremy Hambly channel because he has like 50 channels, right? The Jeremy Hambly channel, which gets absolutely no views. He is starting to put out like 50 videos a day again because he doesn't know how to get away from that. He's still trying to do the same algorithm bullshit from 5 years ago. But you can see right here, you can just turn this video on and the entire video is him talking about Ben Shapiro, but it's actually him coping about himself. You'll notice this a lot with Jeremy. When he talks about things, he's always talking about himself. He can't help it. He just can't fucking help it. He has to talk about himself, right? It's just how he is, man. It's how he is. You know what I'm saying? It's just how our boy is. Make sure you guys do me a favor and like the show. We're almost we already hit 700. Let's go to 750. Hit the like button. If you're not a sub over on Kick, become a sub so I can get that full partner. Be a real boy. A real boy. Oh, I'm pulling up the wrong thing. Where is it at? Here it is. So let's pull this up.
Teams largely from National HQ. Here's Cameron. Tough to share. I was impacted by layoffs. I'm looking for opportunities. Good. I hope he finds one. Shapiro specifically. Views in the entire political talking head space on the right are down and down bigly. Okay. Including my channel, right? Like, and I'm not even a hard right winger. You know what I mean?
He's preparing for that new jump, the new grift jump. I'm not even a hardcore right winger. I only sold cookbooks about Trump and everything. He has a lot of dainty movements. You ever notice how he's like this? Even my channel is like down on viewership. Isn't that weird? Why do you do that shit?
Just that people who are, Trump adjacent or, you maybe not Kamala fans, a lot of the viewers feel like
he's just not a Kamala fan. That's why he sold cookbooks about Trump, because he's not a Kamala fan. He don't like Trump though.
They won, so they're not tuned in every day. This is not indicative of what we see on the left. There are a lot of left-wing channels that are absolutely crushing it right now. The Midas Touch, there's some other Breaking Points, I think it was called. They're killing it. Why? Because they're fighting the fight. That's going to happen anytime your guy wins. So you have a downturn from that.
So he's saying the reason no one is watching him anymore is because he did such a great job getting Trump elected. My man unironically thinks that people are not watching him because he got the president fucking elected. Imagine thinking that. Unironically. Maverick says people looking into Jeremy's past finances, FDA looking into his copy business, animal control looking into his pets' well-being, internet don't play. You ain't lying, Maverick Cuba. All you have to do is when shit pops off, take your licks, move on. Couldn't do it, man. Thank you, Maverick Cuba. I appreciate you.
Also have a very divisive war going on now with Iran, where some people support it, some people don't support it, some people are indifferent, some people are made uncomfortable by it. But all of those people were people that were watching political commentary, especially from people like the Daily Wire. Okay. So if you don't like hearing about the war, you don't like it, it makes you mad, you're not tuning in. If you don't know how to feel about it, it makes you uncomfortable, you're looking at the gas pump, it's $5 a gallon, you think that's helping viewership? People going, I had to fill up my truck yesterday, it was almost $175. Did that feel good? Did I want to put on a MAGA hat and dance around? No. I understand what's going on in Iran. I understand.
God damn, he's fat as fuck, bro. I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted. I'm just looking at him.
That it's going to raise the price of gas for now, temporarily, but it doesn't change how it feels, having to break out two $100 bills to pay for your gasoline. It doesn't change the way that your average American, it doesn't give them more spending money every week. It doesn't, you know what I mean? Like, I get it.
Yeah, you bring him a great point. CA says, I can't stand watching him talk while he's always gasping for air. Yeah, it's because he, I don't know about his, like if he vapes or smokes weed or what, but he drinks alcohol 7 days a week. I mean, he's already talked about this, He said it's normal in Wisconsin, right? He's like, yeah, dude, we just drink. It's what we do. So it's just the Wisconsin way. I'm like, okay, whatever. Then that's interesting. But he's always like really, really out of breath. And it's probably because his internal organs are fucking struggling. They're struggling, right? You don't see a lot of, what's the popular phrase? You see a lot of old people. You see a lot of fat people. You don't see a lot of really old fat people because they're dead. And Jeremy's almost 50. And he's been morbidly obese for like the last 25 years, maybe longer. My guy's fucked. Is he becoming worse version of Egg? I don't know if he's worse. It's hard to say. I don't know Jeremy very personally, right? But Jeremy and Egg are very similar. They're both degenerates. They both literally slobber all over themselves from like the thought of women. All that shit, right? He's like that. He's like Egg a lot. He values the almighty dollar over everything. He's hyper narcissistic. Same thing, right? Man Squat said, do you think that if Jeremy got trapped in the snow with Jeremy, if you got trapped in the snow, you'd cut him fat open to stay alive? Yeah, for sure. Like the tauntaun. Like a tauntaun? Come on, brother. Come on, brother. You know what I'm saying? How much does he weigh? I think he probably weighs around 420-ish, 430-ish. Ty says CBC, more like CBC. Oh, yeah.
So you have kind of first of all, a we won thing. Then you have I'm not really pumped about this Iran thing. I liked it better when we were doing Doge and we were finding all this money and we were cutting all this spending. That was exciting. That was fun. The space just isn't fun right now. There's a general malaise in the space, which is why you've seen the shift to drama. The drama whores are doing great right now. And this is very cyclical. It happens all the time.
Oh, see, like Jeremy can't even upload a video on his channel without like getting pulled in with the visceral anger. The drama whores are doing good. The only reason people are watching me right now and watching Kino and watching all these people, Mean Copy and all these people. The only reason they're watching us right now is because drama content's up and, Jeremy just did too good in politics. That's why we're all doing so good now. Has nothing to do with Jeremy being an absolutely abhorrent, pathetic motherfucker, right? That unironically is more afraid of accountability than a 9-year-old, right? Has nothing to do with that shit. It's just because it's just that time of season, right? That's why. Maverick says Jeremy literally can't have an opinion about shit that sucks. Imagine having to dance around all day, not having a stance on anything that doesn't pay. Yeah, you ain't lying, Maverick Cuba. You ain't lying, brother. Hoovers, MA.
It's funny because they're like, well, see, I made a video criticizing this person and their views are down. The whole space's views have been down for months. I'm not going to pull up every individual channel because apparently that gets people's feelings hurt, but nobody would deny this. Tim would not deny this. Matt Walsh would not deny this. Ben wouldn't deny this. I'm telling you, I'm not denying this.
Oh, yes. Tim, by the way, Tim Pool gets 20 to 30,000 concurrent on YouTube. 20 to 30,000 concurrent. Jeremy gets 300. Jeremy just put himself in the same exact category as Tim Pool. You see that? You see that shit? Right? Yeah, me and Tim were totally down, brother. Me and Tim, because we're like the same guy, right? Tim gets 20 to 30,000 concurrent. 500,000 views after post on his podcast. 500,000. TheQuartering gets 2,000 views after post. 50% of it's hate watchers. He's a nobody. He's a fucking nobody. And it's the scariest thing to him is being a nobody. That's his biggest fear, is being an absolutely nothing. And it's like his own hubris put him there. His views are down and decreasing. His income is down. There are people in my chat sending super chats that used to be fans of Jeremy a month ago. And they're seeing Jeremy run from debates and crying and acting like a little bitch. And they are leaving and super chatting other creators right now. All of this is his doing. It doesn't help that he's not entertaining even remotely, though.
Steven Crowder would not deny this. Mark Dice will not deny this. So the Mark's been pretty solid, I think. But,
all these people that TheQuartering is referring to are getting millions of views a month. Millions and millions and millions and tens of thousands concurrents on their live stream. All these people he's referring to. He gets 270 average on his live stream. And I'm not saying that's a bad number, but also his chat doesn't move at all. So it's 200 of it botted? I think it might be. I think 200 of his viewers are botted, and the other 70 is his organic viewers. His active viewers in his chat are only 5. And I'm not saying 500 or 50. I'm saying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Active chatters in his chat. 5.
In general, I used to, Tim Cast IRL used to have 40K every night. And now when I look at it, it's got like 18 to 20. It's not because Tim's content is any less good now. It's just because it's summertime. Trump won. People are annoyed by the war. There's not a lot of winning going on right now. And so people are checking out. This isn't the coof lockdowns. People don't have 4 hours a day to listen to podcasts anymore. It's never going to be that summer again where a lot of careers were made. In fact, it will probably never be 2023, 2024 YouTube, which were my best years ever. And it was crazy. It was incredible. It was an incredible time. Paid off a lot of debt. Expanded the team. Never going to be like that again.
We're fucking well aware, brother.
Rise in AI slop. The rise
in AI slop. Keep in mind, Jeremy posts AI slop shorts regularly. Isn't that wild? The rise of AI slop, implying that it's a negative. Oh, by the way, go look at Jeremy's shorts. It's unironically people building bunkers, and it's all AI. And he's like, check this out. This is really cool. You'll notice this thing about Jeremy is everything he thinks is a negative is something he does.
Short form content. People just aren't watching 15-minute political talking head videos as much right now. Now they'll come back around election time. Certainly for the next presidential election, whatever channels survive between now and 2027 will be able to grow again. But it's a game of attrition right now. And it is not specific to the Daily Wire, and it is not specific to Ben Shapiro. Now, again, how exactly do you lose 85% of your audience in a year? Isn't that unheard of? He hasn't lost 85% of his audience. The reason they're using this number is they're going back to here. They're going back to like July, April of 2024 when he was getting 100 to 200 million views a month. All right, and this is in 2 years, by the way. If we a year would be if we compare a year, April 2025.
Roth says, LOL, he's sweeping for Ben Shapiro. Actually, no, he's sweeping for himself. So this is something Jeremy does. It's Jeremy's number one thing he does. Every time he talks about these things, he's referring to himself. He's not defending Ben Shapiro. He's defending himself right now. Like when Asmongold, he released a video about Asmongold a few days ago, or I guess a week ago now. And he was talking about people hating on Asmongold. And he just started talking about himself for 5 minutes. About how people are hating on him. Right?
Okay. He had 38 million views. In April 2026, he had 25 million views. Right there, obviously not 80%. Right? It's down. But again, everybody's down. The big reason he's down bigly from this era of 200 million views a month is that these are all shorts. These are all short. Ben Shapiro reacts to Crazy TikToker era. It was an all-you-can-eat buffet for Ben, and he was absolutely crushing it at that format. I know a lot of people have their feelings about shorts. Most people that watch my long forms don't just dislike them. They hate them with a fiery hot, white-hot passion. But the fact of the matter is, there are millions of people out there that don't. And now, if you want to be good and you want to be in this game, you got to make shorts. Okay? You have to. It is the worst part of my job.
You hear this? He doesn't give a fuck about any of this shit. He doesn't care about you. He doesn't care about the viewer. He doesn't care about people in this chat. He fucking hates you, actually. He says he hates shorts. He doesn't want to do them. He fucking detests it. But he does them anyway because he wants to be part of the team. He wants to be part of the conversation. Hey, what the hell are you doing? Go on now. My dog's just putting his face in the trash can. What are you doing, son? You think we live in the trailer park? Hell no, brother. Stop. All right. But no, he thinks, right? He thinks that he has to be part of this whole deal. I stopped doing shorts because I didn't really care for it. And it kind of seems nonsensical for YouTube. Now, I still do them for Instagram and stuff, but I don't do them for YouTube because YouTube, it brings you no subscribers, it brings you no long-form viewers, and it brings you no revenue, and it brings you no subs. You're just beating your head against the wall. It will give you an arbitrary number of like 2 million views a month. But after you do it twice, you're like, okay, this isn't impressive anymore because it's not legit, right? So I just stopped doing it on this channel. You probably noticed. I stopped doing it like 3 weeks ago. And now I just do it only on Instagram. Now I haven't done it in a while, but because Instagram is just blowing up for whatever reason. But that's the point. Believe him when he says he hates his chat. He does. He absolutely hates his chat. Rex Lawn says his short drag as long as his long form content. Yeah. Also, very funnily, he said that a lot of people don't like his long form, but millions of people do. He's implying that he has millions of viewers. My boy thinks really highly of himself. Billy says Jerry is kind of pathetic. See him try so hard to defend himself. Thank you, Billy. I mean, he should go on these debates and he should say his piece. You know? Just saying. What's up, Alaska? Hey, anybody?
Today's Saturday, May 2nd. I will spend the entire day making shorts for the next week. I hate it.
Then
but you know what I don't hate? Is having having this opportunity to do what I do. So it's part of it. Right? It's part of it.
Yeah. He almost said, you know what I don't hate? The views. That's what he was going to say. Yep. He said, I hate it. It's the worst part of my job. Then why don't you just then stop doing it? But then his channel won't arbitrarily say he has 5 million views a month, right? And that's what it's all about. It's about appearing like you're successful.
Ben Shapiro's views dropped massively because of that. If you look at him now, he's still getting 533,000 views per episode, 521, 606, 527. His audience is extremely... Now, I don't know if we go back years, what was he getting? But again, 2 months ago, 492. So 2 months ago, he's gone up 100,000 views per episode. It's just nonsense. The difference is he stopped doing the lazy reacts, which again, I'm not knocking. It's part of the game, right? And he started doing more of these, like, just
the lazy reacts. I love how Jeremy says it's shitty, lazy, nonsensical, and he hates it, but he just keeps doing it. He's the fakest motherfucker on the planet. You have no idea what he believes, what he enjoys, what he hates, what he wants, what he needs. He just says shit. I hate it. It's terrible, but I do it anyway. Whatever. But then people are like, "It sucks though, Jeremy." And he's like, "You're stupid. You do it too." And I'm like, "But I don't do it, Jeremy. But you would do it. You totally would do it. It's good, actually." He has no idea what he thinks about anything. The only time he ever tells the truth is when he's drunk, when he's crawling in women's DMs and following women around and threatening to fight everybody around him when he's drunk. That's the only time he's telling the truth. Right? The guy says, I think Jeremy's really a nihilist who doesn't believe in anything. We are exactly on the same page, right? The guy. Jeremy will probably be a liberal grifter within a year. Right? Wherever the wind blows. Thank you, Ra. Flip Shaman with $5. Thank you, Shaman. Lip, appreciate you. We're like $10 from Naked Snake. What the hell? Thank you. Renee Galarza with 1 kick. I love you, Renee Galarza. I appreciate you. We love you. We appreciate you. We got 21 gifted memberships, I think, today. I could be wrong. Thank you guys so much on Kick. You guys support me on Kick. Thank you for supporting me on a different platform. I don't think that's ever really happened, with the exception of like a little bit on Rumble. So I really appreciate that. It's cool as hell. Started getting my knees quivered a little when I thought I might lose my channel when Jeremy struck it. But I've already got 1,000 people on Kick supporting me, so I appreciate you. And everybody still on YouTube, like Nerdy Mechanic. Thank you, baby. I appreciate you. 5 gifted memberships. Oh, yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Let's continue.
Clips from his show, and they just don't go as viral. 22,000, 16,000, 24,000. I mean, there was a time where this guy was pulling millions and millions and millions of views from, hey, look at this crazy TikToker. And what has happened is in the short space, it's been completely inundated by AI. A recent study showed more than 25% of all AI, all shorts are complete AI slop. We've seen YouTube crack down using AI because it says it wants to get rid of it. I don't know if it really does or not.
I just love how he puts a negative connotation on AI and then puts up AI shorts. It's the funniest thing.
But the real reason his views have dropped is...
So does he dislike AI or does he approve of it? He calls it AI slop, which would imply he doesn't like it, but he puts up AI shorts. So does he like it? I'm fucking confused. You know?
One, sure, he's alienated some people with his allegiance to Israel. Okay. It's a hot button issue. I don't care about Israel. I don't care about Jewish people who care about Israel. I care about America. Now, the fact that his shorts aren't doing as good, that's the real reason. I know it doesn't make the cool, sexy headline, but you look at a guy who did 20 million during the election month, and he did 25 million in April. His views are up 25% in the last 6 months. So, I mean, I don't watch Ben Shapiro's videos, but I do care about facts. Ben Shapiro has lost 60,000 subscribers. Yes, he has. He absolutely has. My guess is a lot of these were short subs. Everybody's losing subs right now.
Except TheQuartering. Interesting. Why is Jeremy the only creator in this space not losing subs? Actually, he's gaining 10,000 subs every other day without getting any views. Oh, yeah. I wonder what that could possibly be. Definitely not him purchasing subs off of the, what are those websites called? Social Blade? No, that's not one. Social Wick, Social Flame, right? Where you can just go for $100, buy 1,000 subs or 10,000 subs or some shit. Yeah, he's going over there and buying subs to imply that he's successful. But even Ben Shapiro is losing subs. Interesting. Jeremy, is Jeremy implying that Jeremy's so entertaining that he actually is the only one gaining subs? Ben Shapiro is 10 times the entertainer of Jeremy, bro. Like 10 times. Interesting. Billy Hatcher with 1,000 kicks says, for the Naked Snake, Jared Bear needs to find a new hobby. You ain't lying, buddy.
A massive purge going on YouTube. There's a general malaise for the podcast people. The only people really doing good right now are drama. Candace Owens continues to grow, although she may have flown too close to the sun. We'll see how these lawsuits go. Here, Maggie Moda gets it exactly right. Everyone has experienced a drop in viewership on the right, save for certain opportunistic conspiracy personalities. The anti-woke content is either in a lull or it's on its way out. Hard to galvanize a troop when you've already nominally won. That's exactly correct.
So there you go. Jer is actually still successful. Mystical Death with a sub. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, brother, this guy stinks. Thank you, Mystical Death, for becoming a sub on Kick. Appreciate you, brother.
I mean, my videos about, woke lunatic does something goofy has half as many people interested in it as it used to. So now you have to adapt. So I'm covering more hard news. You have to figure out what your people are interested in because they are still watching videos. But
you got to find out what people are interested in because you don't actually give a fuck about any of this stuff. It's all about what makes you the most money, right? You know what I'm saying? What if everybody thought that way? If everybody thought that way, no one would be making PC content. No one would be making deep dives into old Resident Evil lore or World of Warcraft lore. No one would be making deep dives into old horror stories or lore stories from certain countries, right? It would all just be whatever Jeremy's making. All of YouTube would be the exact same video. That would be boring, right? No, the reason your views drop is because no one respects you, especially not recently. Your content is not even remotely entertaining. You now have 10,000 to 1 competition more than you had 5 years ago. So why the fuck would anybody watch you? You know what I'm saying? Like, and also that kind of content is on its way out. Because saying, oh, Disney Star Wars is lame. Yeah, we all agree. We've moved on now. It's still lame, and I don't need to watch another 2-hour breakdown video of why Disney Star Wars is lame. Because those were already made probably 600 times in 2021, right? And if they're going to go to anybody for that content, it's going to be Jeremy, or it's going to be Nerdrotic, or it's going to be Disparu. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be those guys because they're entertaining. They're not going to go to Jeremy to hear him say and like, and 6 minutes into a video about talking about a new Disney movie, he's going to talk about how he shit his pants at Disney World. You know what I'm saying? Neds says, what is one of the nicest things you can say about Jeremy? Jeremy, the most impressive thing about Jeremy is the amount of clout and the size he got to with having 0 personality traits to be able to acquire it. He's not entertaining. He's not quick. He's not smart. He's not witty. He's not funny. He's not charming. He's not good to look at. He's literally everything horrible about a gluttonous human being. But he was so consistent with throwing shit at the wall that he was able to make a living doing it. That's what's most impressive about it. You know,
they're just not as interested in, crazy blue hair person does something. That's the reality of it.
And also, Jeremy's not interested in that either. He just does it because he's trying to get views, which leads you to believe that Jeremy actually isn't a conservative. Jeremy's actually not a Christian. Jeremy actually doesn't care about any of this shit. He's just doing, exactly what you would want to do. Exactly what he thinks you want to watch, right?
Anti-woke content era is on its way out because woke, thankfully, is on its way out. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Once the Democrats are back in power, it's going to be back. It's just about a game of survival now. I mean, I would prefer to peacefully retire than have, Kamala Harris in the office. That's for sure. So maybe it's just part of winning. And, I hope people stick with me as I continue to evolve myself. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you have a like.
Well, I don't think that's going to happen, brother. I don't think people are going to stick with you, brother. Just saying. I don't think it's going to happen because there's nothing there. There's nothing of substance, right? There's no jokes. There's no fun. You know what I'm saying? He uses his show as an excuse to talk to girls. That's pretty much all that's left. Ludwig said, did you see what Yellow Flash said when he ended his YouTube stream and went to Rumble? I was there. I was stream sniping him just a little bit and I had to stop because he was going hard, right? So Rex says, when I watch Come Out Vid, I know I'm going to get a laugh out of it. I do put a lot of jokes in there, but all my jokes are off the cuff. I don't write any of them. I just fucking say shit. That's when I did stand-up comedy, I just went on stage and rambled for 5 to 10 minutes. And I always killed. I always did pretty good. Now, I granted, if I started diving into it really hard, I'd probably start bombing half the time. So it's all a learning process. But my first couple of times doing it was really fun. I had a lot of fun. So yeah, everybody lurking here, subscribe and hit the like button. I agree with that, Toronto. By the way, if you're not a sub over on Kick, make sure you sub on there. If you're not a member over here, make sure you member over here. I appreciate you. We are $10 from Naked Snake. $10. Thank you guys so much for all of the love. We got 90, I think 93 memberships today. I might be doing, 93. That's insane, brother. That's the most we've gotten, almost 100. Thank you guys so much for that. I love you and I appreciate you. I do plan on being back tomorrow, by the way. It looks like what I would like to do is I would like to. Yeah, I agree, George. Everybody in my chat keeps telling me this. I would like to stream Monday through Friday. That's probably what I'm going to end up doing. Start a little earlier because the time slot I've been using, like 8:30 to like midnight, kind of destroys my nights. But if I do 6 to like 10 or 6 to 9, it leaves me a before and after to where I can do my training at the gym, and then after where I can like eat, catch up with anything in normal life, right? So I'm probably going to do 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, and then sometimes Saturday, sometimes Sunday, right? So it's just so many people have been watching, so many people have been so supportive, and I just want to keep seeing you guys. And TheQuartering keeps giving us drama, and we're going to keep talking about it, and we're going to keep talking about other stuff too. It's going to be fun as hell. So make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you like this show. Make sure you're on Kick over there. Let me see. I want to see the kicks. Let's see where we're at on Kick. Where's my followers? Oh, 940. We are 50 followers away from 1,000. Hell yeah, man. It's awesome. Yeah. Interesting how you unsubscribe from somebody and you still videos in the algorithm. Hit the 3 little dots and put do not recommend this to me anymore or something. What's up, Crippled Snorlax? How you doing, brother? Happy birthday again. Hell yeah. All right. Thank you guys so much. I love you. I appreciate you guys. Mods, Skytex, can you raid people over on Kick? Right? I don't know. No, I didn't, Billy. No, you're a liar. We're $10 away from Naked Snake. Oh, let's do this. We're gonna do the hype. You guys ready for the hype? 3 minutes of hype. This is the membership, super chat, and Kick subs hype train. Here we go. We're starting the music now. You guys ready? It's time for some hype. Let's go. If you've been waiting, now's time to ask your questions. Hit your subs, hit your memberships, hit your super chats, all of it across the board. I love you and I appreciate you guys so much for hanging out with me. We're going to have a good ass hype session. Smash the like button. Drop anything if you can. Appreciate you guys. Rexlon, I love you, buddy. I appreciate you, man, so much. Thank you, Glass Whisperers. I love you. I appreciate you. Dan over here. What's up? God is good all the time. Stern Warhawk. Oh, my God. Here we go. Get the hell on it, doggone it. Oh, yeah. It's that time again. Here we go. Oh, my God. I see him coming in. It's time. Let's get the hell on it. Diggity. Doggone it. Nerdy Mechanic, Billy Hatcher, the Gold Boys are raining on the day. It's that time again, boys. Last call. It's last call. What's up, Greg? I need some emojis spammed. Emoji spam, boys. Here we go. Let's go. Get it going. Caraba! Join in the party. Oh, thank you, Carify. Appreciate it. We got 2 minutes left. 2 minutes left. Let's go. Okay. What you got? Last call. Last call. There's the emoji raid. I see him over there. Emoji raid right now. Get the hell on it, doggone it. The next beat drop, we're hitting the snake. You guys ready? There it is. I see him coming. Let's make it a little bit bigger. How about that? Are you guys ready? It's the hype train. Subs, kicks, super chats. We already got people jumping on board. Kayla, Bakuya. Oh my God, here we go. Joining the party. It's that time. Oh my God. Oh, here we go. It's the calm before the storm. Shout out to Billy. Shout out to Nerdy Mechanic, Carify, Kayla Beluga joining the raid, joining the last call. I appreciate you guys so much. Here we go. One more time, Squish. You guys ready? You guys ready? Like the show? Here we go. A little bit more. Thank you, Carify. I appreciate you, baby. Oh, here we go. I feel it coming. George, I appreciate you, brother. He sent the pinata. You guys ready? One more time. Lesser Logic. Oh my God. 800 joules. Carify. 100 joules. I don't know what that means, but it's exciting. Oh, the beat's about to drop, boys. The beat's about to drop. Keep those emojis spamming over there on Kick. You guys ready? Here we go. Oh, it's about to get hype as hell. You guys ready? Oh my gosh, here we go. Renee Galarza with 10 kicks. Here we go. You ready? Oh my God. Renee Galarza. Renee Galarza, 500 kicks. Nerdy Mechanic, 5 membership. Oh my God. Oh yeah. A little time left. Spam the like button. Here we go. Thank you guys so much. Everybody at Kid, I love you. I appreciate you. Awesome. Terrify! Hype session, a success. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for the jewels, Carify. Hell yeah, we had 500 kicks. We had 5 gold boys. We had 5 memberships. You guys are goated as hell. Thank you guys so much. As you guys know, I got struck on my YouTube for bullying the quartering, apparently, for just watching a video. You know how it is. So if you're not subscribed to The Kick, go over there as well. Just as a backup plan, I'm always going to be over here on YouTube, but you never know. And if I disappear one day and you don't know where to go, you won't have The Kick. So go over there and subscribe on there. The link is in the chat right now. Go get you a sub. Get the hell on it, doggone it. Everybody's been insane on Kick. Insane in the membrane. Appreciate you guys over there supporting your boy. Insane streams, every single stream. I'm having so much fun with it. I'm having a good ass time. Been a long time since I had this much fun streaming. So I really appreciate you guys and all of your love on Kick. I appreciate you guys as well. YouTube, everybody. You guys are goated as hell for everything you do for your boy. Undamn believable. I appreciate you guys. Give a shout out to Hypnotic. We're going to rate Hypnotic. Give him some love. I appreciate you guys so much. I'll be back tomorrow. Don't miss it. Thanks to everybody that supports your boy, likes the shows. I'll have a new video as well, of course. Thank you guys. Everybody on Kick. I love you guys. Hey, Skytex, if you can raid, I don't remember if you use. Oh, you said, okay. So I just need to type that in. Is that what you're saying? Okay, I'll do that. Thank you so much. We're gonna raid. I'll raid Kino Casino on Kick, and on YouTube I'm gonna raid Hypnotic. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Get on it, doggone it. Thank you guys. We hit Naked Snake again for the 613th time in a row. I give my life not for honor, but for you, Snake Eater. Thank you guys. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Get the hell on it, doggone it. Hell yeah.